Oh, how do I sound now?
I love it. Food for everybody here. Yes, all are welcome. Yes, indeed. I love them. Fun. Nice. Life. Youth. Beautiful. I'm all for it.
And we're live. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, how do I sound with this? Do I sound a little bit better? No? Yes?
I don't know. Try and see if you can find your settings, but we'll try and keep on with the show. And hail, Nix. Yeah, just keep. It should be around somewhere. Let's see if we can get on. I made. Oh, just shout. Just shout.
Okay. Nah, I'm.
That's
right, I'm
better.
here
That's
now.
better. That was better. That.
It's better?
Yeah, it's
Alright,
better.
alright,
Still
cool.
a bit quiet, but better than fucking outlaw. So yeah. So
Alright,
welcome,
yeah,
Ghost and the
like I said,
Craig.
I need to upgrade some of this shit, but in time.
Yeah, I'll probably do this maybe in post. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See if it gets better anyway. But I
Yeah.
can still hear you pretty much. So yeah.
All right. As long as I'm
Yeah,
heard,
Nix is
that's
saying
all
it's
good.
better. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's do this. James
Yep.
Bond, everybody.
Yes, License to Kill. Timothy Dalton and his second and unfortunate last James Bond movie.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, The Living Daylights was one of my favorite, like, James Bond films, like, back in the day. I think Diamonds Are Forever and Living Daylights were probably some of my favorites. So,
Yeah.
you know, I had always a soft spot for Dalton.
Yeah, the mic's fading in and out a little bit, but I can just still make you out though.
Oh, yeah, really? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no, it always goes wrong sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, License to Kill, definitely one of the most, definitely a very decisive Bond back in the day. I don't know if it was hated though, but I remember my dad liking it even when it came out, and I think this was like the first film that made me interested in watching the James Bond franchise.
This movie in general?
Yeah. I mean, I think it just came on late at night, and of course, sadly, I couldn't watch all of it because I had school the next morning. So, but I was interested in seeing the rest of the film.
Oh wow, yeah, I definitely grew up on the Sean Connerys. Like my dad was a very big fan of James Bond just in general. He had like all the VHSs. So I think the first one I saw was For Your Eyes Only, the one where they're in Japan. I think that was the first one I had saw. And I
That was
just like,
no, You Only Live Twice, wasn't it?
oh, that one. You Only Live. That's where we go. Yeah, You Only Live
Yeah.
Twice. There you go. Yes, when he's in Japan, Sean Connery.
Hello, Gavin. Yeah, Gavin is a newcomer here, and he's hoping that I hope you like the show, man. Even if I fuck up, at least my guest will make me look a bit better.
I'll try, man.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, I did not find out till later that Timothy Dalton was kind of seen as a weaker Bond because of how fucking serious he was. But I think that's why I liked Timothy Dalton.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look back at like Roger Moore too, like Roger Moore was good. I mean, Live and Let Die is a fantastic James Bond film, like in general, right? But like everything after that, it was, he had that like campy, comedic, suave Bond feel, and I feel like Sean Connery really, he really had the best of both worlds where he was funny at times, but he was so serious. And I think with Roger Moore, we kind of lost that serious tone, like.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Roger Moore more's a charmer than an actual assassin.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He did do pretty well in Few Eyes Only a little bit though, so I can't really. I do give him some credit.
Yeah, that's one where they're on the blimp, right? I think that's the blimp one. Or no, that's A View to a Kill.
Yeah,
which one is For Your Eyes Only? That's where they have like
that's where the Greek girl in it. What's her name? Caroline Bouquet. Beautiful woman.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, she's all of them have beautiful women, but I'm just trying to remember. I can't because I remember Octopussy is the octopus and the carnival. Moonlight For Your Eyes Only. I remember it's like something about like it's like some secret note or something, or I feel like that's like because I know they say the line like, "Oh, this is for your eyes only, Bond," or something like that. But
yeah,
I'd have to
And yeah,
rewatch it.
plus obviously Roger Moore doing the more light-hearted James Bond, that was his thing. But Timothy Dalton, I think we're living daylights. The script was probably originally tailored to Roger Moore, and License to Kill suits his take on Bond a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, and that's funny that you say that because like I said, I love The Living Daylights, and the Aston Martin used in that movie, right? The V8. It's one of my favorite Bond cars, but it has the most ridiculous gadgets. Like it has like skis that come out. Like, come on,
Yeah,
really? Like it's the most ridiculous thing. But the car itself visually is beautiful. Like it's fantastic. But it does feel like, yeah, if Roger Moore was in the movie, it's no different than The Spy Who Loved Me with the Lotus. You know, like it's driving underwater. Like this one's skiing on like ice. Like, all right, and with traction wheels. Like, all right, I guess.
I know. But I think that's what I like about the Daltons a bit better than the Daniel Craigs, because they are still fun, even though they're a bit more grittier.
Yeah. I feel like Daniel Craig kind of lost me after. Well, I mean, I liked Casino Royale, I guess.
That was great. I love Spectre, and
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's. I was digging Daniel Craig as Bond until Spectre. That's when it started to realize maybe the haters have a fucking point.
Yeah, because Skyfall was good. Yeah, and then No Time to Die sucked, of course. I mean, but that's that's my unpopular opinion. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know who I want to play Bond now, because it's like when you look back at just everything from the beginning on, it's like, do we really have that in us to make movies like this anymore with a leading? I mean, I guess we have Reacher, that's pretty close to it, but it's like I don't know if if we can really do movies like this anymore.
Yeah, that does make me wonder. I think that actually makes me realize there is still a market for this kind of thing. In fact, it's more desperate than ever for characters like these. And yeah, we can't have Bond being super sensitive. We need him to be. I don't mind him being emotional a little bit, but he's still kind of got to be this guy who keeps it contained, because he's got a job to do. He can't afford to look weak.
Yeah, and what's funny how you say that. I was researching on when Dalton was chosen, but apparently they had Sam Neill that they wanted to be James Bond, right, from Jurassic Park and stuff. Now,
I kind of see it a little bit.
I see it, but he feels like how you're saying, like he would be he's not a strong Bond, right? He's like a small Bond. Like, not that he's not Bond, but like his persona, Sam Neill specifically, like I feel like that would be like a Bond of today, but he wouldn't be womanizing. He wouldn't really be cunning. He would be more like, I know everything, and I'm, like he would be. It seems like he would be so boastful. So like playing Sam Neill, like he wouldn't have the gravitas, but he also wouldn't necessarily be a charmer, because he's more of like a scientist.
Yeah, I could sort of see him a little bit, because he's a good actor, and I think he has got a certain charm in the way he plays his role. But
yeah,
I'm a little bit glad he didn't get James Bond, and plus,
right? It's like
Josh Brolin's dad almost got the role. James Brolin almost was like auditioned for it as well, and he was like American. That would have been a weird one.
That would have been weird. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like now they would, if they made James Bond now, like if they didn't make him British, it would just be, it's not James Bond. I'll just say that. But then, I don't really care about race and stuff. And obviously it can't be a woman, but it's like who would, who is going to play the character for men?
I know.
Like you're saying, not for modern audiences. Like, who's going to play James Bond for Bond and for the people that like Bond, It's kind of interesting.
Because it kind of represents a very forgotten time in England now, back when we had and it was just around the time where our empire was gone after that. The British Empire was just gone now. It was America that was ruling the world.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll before we get onto the film, we're going to show a little snippet of Timothy Dalton when he was picked for James Bond, and this just made me respect the guy more, because this is brilliant. So
nice. How's my audio sounding? Is it sounding okay?
It's going back and forth, but when it comes in, it's good.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go.
The first question you ask a producer is, what do you want of me? Do you want me to carry on in the vein that's been set? Or do you want to set off on a new course? The safe, the easy answer is to say, stick with it as it is. In which case, I guess I'd have said no. Roger was brilliant at what he did, but I couldn't simply copy what he'd done. The movies have become somewhat pastiche. Before you go too long, you've become a parody of yourself. You've lost depth, you've lost texture, you've lost contradictions. You start to get shallow. What makes these movies work? What is it that got them going? You've got to go back to the beginning. Here was a hero who murdered in cold blood. Bam, 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 bam. The dirtiest, toughest, meanest, nastiest, brutalist hero we'd ever seen. This is what started those movies.
Shocking.
I wanted to bring people back to believing in this character, to bring my reality to it. I guess I've always liked a challenge.
I'm enthusiastic about it. I'm 80 years old, and I'm still enthusiastic about making Bond.
He was very excited about starting up again. A real sense of nostalgia, going back to the beginning when it was all fun and full of promise.
Slate one, take one.
License to Kill, the 16th 007 adventure, is not the usual Bond dose of escapism. Instead, a tale of the nasty times we live in.
Timothy wanted to get the job done. He was a man on a mission. It was the most violent Bond picture to date, pushing the envelope all over the place.
This is terrible. I can't bring my 6- and 7-year-olds to see Bond anymore. Well, it was never made for 6- and 7-year-olds.
And I meant for warm-blooded heterosexual adults. They're not meant for schoolboys.
The further out on a limb you go, the more exciting it is.
He was tightly wound. There's no joke.
Man, that is so good. That was awesome.
I love that interview. Every time I watch it, I just think, God, he has so much passion. He really wanted to get this fucking thing right. He did not care. He didn't care if the audiences hated it. Not he really believed in the character.
Yeah, I mean, and like he said, he didn't want to do what Roger Moore did. He didn't want to piggyback off of what someone else did. I mean, you know, he was the perfect Bond for the time that Bond was made. I mean, it's like, but I mean, I know more other movies that came out in that time in the late 80s, 89 or whatever, and it's like, I think people should have just gave him a bit more of a chance. He was so passionate,
I know, but it's all the financial problems though that suffered after the License to Kill, because I don't think it did as well as it could have done, as it was supposed to anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they had like a big legal battle, and even though he was contracted to do more Bonds, he decided to say no, because by the time it got round to 2003, that would have been his last, and he would have been way too old for the part. So yeah, they got Pierce Brosnan in the end.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that he was like too young or something. Yeah. Dang. I mean, to be fair, even if they would have got a younger Pierce Brosnan, it wouldn't have been that, it wouldn't have been that bad. I mean, he could have still been good. I mean, I guess we would have had more. I don't think those movies would have worked with him though. Obviously because of the grittiness, he would have brought a lot more charm.
Yeah, I mean, Timothy Dalton was actually, I think he was approached in the 60s when he was still in his 20s, but he thought, no, I'm too young for the role.
Mm-hmm.
James Bond should be in his mid-30s to early 40s. And I agree with him.
I mean,
give him a little bit of experience.
Yeah, and to be fair, he looks great. I mean, he really does look like an awesome Bond. I love the shaggy hair and like the, when he has the suit on, I had saw watching some videos how people would say that he didn't feel comfortable in like the tux and everything. But I will agree with that because I don't like how they combed his hair back and they make him look.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, that one.
Yeah, it's just kind of odd. And then but every other scene, he looks great. Like he's just like this shaggy, like gruff agent. And it's like, but when he's got a suit on, it's like, is he trying too hard?
Yeah, I think that's why Pierce Brosnan probably was a bit better in my opinion, because he convinced as a ladies' man and a killer, and he looks good in the fucking suit and the tux.
Yeah.
So. But we'll try and get on with the movie now, because
let's
get these slides, see if the slides are going to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But we start off with the lovely lion from the Metro Golden Mayer logo.
Right.
And I love how Michael Kamen's score here as well. It's the beginning just sounds like a big build up to something explosive. It doesn't. It's not all subtle like the others. It's like
Yeah.
dum, dum,
Yeah, it's true.
dum,
It's
da,
true.
da. Then he hits. Then
And
he
I am a
shoots the
fan of-
barrel.
I will say I'm a fan of Dalton's, crosshair shot, because I mean I was never a really fan of Sean Connery's, how he would jump, or he had the hat on, and then Roger Moore
Yeah.
would kind of they all have their own similar, like Dalton and Pierce Brosnan had the smoothest. I don't even remember George Lazenby's from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I don't.
Yeah, it was very similar. It was very similar. But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. As soon as he hits the barrel, the Michael Kamen fucking theme kicks in even more, and it's awesome. And I love it. I love the little take. Obviously, we see that Sanchez's plane has landed. There's a lot of air traffic control in the air. They're going to notify Felix, the guys at the DEA about it. So he's landed in Crab Key. And then we see Felix Leiter, who's on the way to his wedding with James Bond. And then we see right in the middle is Sharky.
Yeah.
A very, very
Sharky.
Underrated side character, in my
Right?
opinion.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I love Sharky because he's usually the guy who shouts at the cop for being a loose cannon, and he's like, the mayor's on my ass, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lazenby wasn't that bad. Yeah, I think he's all right, even though he wasn't a good actor. Yeah.
No, he plays a pretty solid
I
supporting
know,
cast.
because he did pretty well in some scenes.
Mm.
I just think if he was given more chance to grow as an actor, he probably would have settled into the role.
I mean,
and actually
I'll
achieved.
say this because it's something I kind of realized when I was rewatching the movie. But in Live and Let Die, from Roger Moore's first outing as Bond, right? He goes to Harlem, right? And he's with all these black people, and the black people are pretty much the people who are the villains in the movie, right? It's all the black people and the Baba, what's the wizard guy, the bone doctor, whatever. So in this movie, it's really funny that they really have this weird where they have black characters. And I'll point out later on, there's scenes where you think the black character is going to be a villain and they're not. It's a very interesting way that they use black characters. It's awesome. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, I don't think people cared really probably as much then as people would now, but it is very interesting because they're not really that prominent in the movies, black, people as supporting characters. But in this film, every time they show a black person, it's wait, are they gonna do something bad or oh, they're good?
Yeah.
It's a really interesting thing considering Live and Let Die. Going to
He's had
straight into
he's had
Harlem.
some good black sidekicks. I mean, he had Quowell in the first one, and he like you said before, he gets built up like he could be a villain hard in something, but it turns out he's just he's actually a good guy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He could have
And I
totally
think-
become they could have made it where Sharky was actually a side henchman as well. He was in it the whole time. You could totally see that, but it's nope. He dies,
Yeah.
but spoiler alert. It's what?
I like the fact. I like the fact that he's kind of he's basically just the second best man in a way.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's a spy either. He says he's got his own little Sharky company, hasn't he? So yeah, I know maybe he is a spy and he just uses it as a cover, but he's not really a.
Yeah, they don't
guy
really
who gets into
explain.
the
Yeah,
action.
they really don't explore him at all.
Yeah.
So good. All right.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I grew up watching. Yeah, no, that's the wrong one, but yeah, he was still pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Some of his
the laser. If you've never seen the George Lazenby one, definitely watch it. I feel like I've seen
Yeah,
it. They
it's
made a
good. It's
documentary
actually a
on
good
it.
one.
They made the documentary on it, right? Of him in his one movie, I think.
Yeah, the dude fucking the dude blagged his way onto the role of James Bond, so I can't fault him, mate. He had some balls.
Hey man, I'd love to be Bond.
Yeah, so go on. And obviously Felix has been notified by his friends at the DEA that Sanchez is here. And they're asking him for his help. And you're like, yeah, we need to get this bastard. Let's go get him. And he wants Bond to stay behind and
Bond's
tell Della.
No, I'm not staying behind.
I know.
Classic Bond.
Yeah. What's the worst Bond card to you?
Yeah. His face.
Yeah, James Bond's not going to fucking stand by. His friends could be in fucking danger. He's got to help him, hasn't he?
right? He's like,
all right,
nah,
you
can
stay, but only
stay."
as an observer. And yet, the same Felix Leiter from Live and Let Die as well.
Yeah, I saw that. And apparently, I didn't know, but the shark scene was supposedly in Live and Let Die, but I guess they changed it to blowing the guy up, like when he eats the whatever that explosive chip is that he eats or whatever, explosive bomb, like a little explosive air bomb or something.
Yeah, it was like a pressurized carton.
Yeah, that's right, like a small canister or some shit. Yeah.
Had an inflatable ego about himself.
Yeah.
Fucking lines, man. Roger Moore had the best comic timing, I think, in a way.
Yeah, like I said, Live and Let Die is one of my favorite movies of Bond for sure as well. Like of Roger Moore era, like that. And probably The Spy Who Loved Me, Golden Gun, because I've always wanted to buy the Golden Gun. If they sell
you got Christopher Lee
gun,
on that as well, so
please let us find it.
Yeah. I was about to say the Citroen Inferior is only the worst Bond guy. Yeah, when your fucking car gets blown up because some bastard's trying to break into it, you got no choice, have you? So.
I feel like one of my friends is in the chat here. He said, "What's the worst Bond car to y'all?" Oh, easy. What is it? The World Is Not Enough. That really shitty BMW little 2-seater.
Yeah,
I was not a fan.
There's always been a hit and miss with the Bond cars. I prefer it when there's Aston Martin.
Yeah, right. Just keep it Austin, like keep it simple. BMW.
I would like to see the Bentley law come into play though, because that was kind of his car in the books. His
really,
one.
He had a Bentley?
It would have been a good little nod. You didn't have to properly use it, but it would be a good little nod.
Yeah, like his normal driving around car or something.
Yeah, and poor Shaq, he's got to be left behind to fucking he's got to tell Della that her husband's out to fucking get himself killed. And then we see Louis, fucking the gorgeous Talisa Soto asleep with a new man. I thought it was Timothy Dalton for a second because he looks like him, but yeah, what the fuck's he doing there?
Right, I didn't. But I remember when I was rewatching this, I was like, this poor guy, like he just like woke up.
I know.
Like...
He got to
so
bed this beautiful woman, and the next fucking morning he gets his fucking heart cut out by this bastard. Yeah, and God, I love Robert Davi here.
Yeah.
I do. He's so fucking good. He's like, what did he promise you? His heart. Give her his heart. And there's Benicio del Toro. And God, this guy,
young Benicio del Toro. Oh my God,
he must have been fucking cooked off his tits when he did this because he's getting so into it, man. He really did.
I mean, they probably were like, "Hey." They're like, okay, your boss's name is Sanchez. Now you have to be Sanchez's right hand man, okay? And then he just what do they call it? Where you act.
He's got a switchblade, hasn't he?
Where you stay in the role, method acting. He went into straight method acting and just straight went the role of henchman. He like killed it.
Yeah, there's a fucking scene later on in the film where he nearly injures someone, but we'll get to that soon. But yeah, even though he's not got a lot of dialogue and he's just mostly standing there looking all menacing, he fucking sells it. He is memorable. You can see why this guy had a great career after.
Yeah.
And he'd already done stuff like Miami Vice as well, but I don't know if this was the film that made people notice him. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know. Wait, he was in Miami Vice? I had no idea.
Yeah, he was very young though. He's very young. It's a very small role, but I think this might be like I said, this might be the one that made people notice him a little bit and give him more work. And yeah, he's obviously going to get to use that knife that he loves to use. And she's obviously done this before. She fucking ran off with some other bloke, and Sanchez has hunted her down every time. And and plus, he's got to fucking teach her a lesson, hasn't he? I mean, he gets that fucking whip out, and
dude, and it's like it's not even a rated R movie, and he's over here whipping this chick. Like, damn.
Yeah, they kind of cut it out when I had it on video, but as soon as I got the DVD, I mean, they left it back in. I mean, whoa, we're actually seeing him whip the fuck out of this. It's like, man.
It's like, don't you ever leave again. Then the next day, she's like, I'm leaving.
I know. Then again, even if they didn't show, it'd still be powerful.
Classic Bond girl. Super hot, just with the wrong man.
Yeah, well, her husband's out fucking gallivanting. She's has to fucking wait in the car. Can you go around the block again? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Just get to do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I even like how I think it said dad sat next to him. He's like,
yeah, the father.
This was a mistake.
I mean, to be fair, like that, I think there's
him.
a scene earlier when Felix is running from the copter, like from the plane or something, or maybe it's when they land. Yeah, and he's got the most weirdest face, and it's like he does look kind of old. So maybe the dad's just not too thrilled in general, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like this old timer's taking my daughter. God damn it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I give credit though, man. I mean, he still looks like he's in pretty good shape, even though he's like fucking older than Timothy Dalton and probably
Yeah,
the same
for
age as
real
fucking
though. But you know,
But it
they
is,
brought him back. He reprised his role. You know, you gotta give him
yeah.
credit.
And they don't sell the friendship still though. There's still that good chemistry with him, even though it's another actor playing Bond.
Yeah, and it'd be their first time playing Bond and Felix together. Like,
Yeah, because the other guy looks fucking young in Living Daylights, doesn't he? I mean, he looks
yeah.
like, probably looks younger than Timothy Dalton.
And I think at one point for Sean Connery, I think Felix was black. Or for one of them, Felix was a black guy.
Yeah, he
might have
wasn't
been
there,
Roger
Never Say
Moore.
Never Again, but that was unofficial. Then they had Jeffrey Wright. What's his name? Was that his name in Casino Royale? Oh, I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably where I remember it then from the newer, from Daniel Craig.
Yeah, and they fucking kill him off stupidly. I really hated that No Time to Die the way they did him in.
Dang,
Especially with
gotta
James
rewatch.
Bond as well. It was just stupid.
I feel like I haven't seen any of the Daniel Craig movies more than once. I've definitely seen multiple Bond films multiple times, and I'll remember parts, but like I have not rewatched the Daniel Craig films.
I've watched the first three plenty of times. Oh yeah, and here is Felix is doing the smart thing. He's giving him a gun just in case.
You'd be surprised. I'm surprised he didn't have it on him already.
I know. I mean, why has Bond not got his fucking PPK on him?
Right? Like you would think, just cause, like, why not? Like,
yeah. Seems like a guy to keep alert, but then again, it's a wedding, so yeah. There's Sanchez. He's making a escape while his men get all the attention.
I love how the music and the score. It's like whenever they show him, it's like it's plays the guitar.
Yeah.
So when he jumps off the truck, it's all like. It's like what?
Yeah, I love that. It gives him a good theme as well. Like that's the music of a fucking drug dealer,
right? Yeah,
a drug dealing tyrant. The guy actually owns the bloody city that he lives in now, and yet. Those real guys like that. Pablo Escobar practically ruled a lot of was it Mexico somewhere? Oh, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Narcos show, but I'm not that. I don't know it that much.
It is good, man. It is good, Narcos. I think I ain't seen the third series yet, but the first two series fucking brilliant.
Nice.
And Robert Davi, he was really getting into the role as well, because I think in the exotic countries where they're filming it, he was walking to the bar and ask for like the best food, the best drinks, whatever, and people would actually believe he was like a real drug dealer because he got so into character.
Oh wow! I mean, I would believe it. Shit. When he's in
he seems like a fucking chill dude in real life. I don't know. He plays these horrible bastards, but I like him.
Well, they say that people that play villains are always like the nicest people, you know, or like because they can just get into that role of like not being nice.
Yeah, no, I think it's like because we always have that dark side to us, don't we? And this is like, and acting's like a good way to sort of play it out a little bit.
Yeah,
just
like a dark, it's like a dark fantasy that you get to play and play in. I mean,
I've always okay, no. Remember when I used to work in like shops and that, and they'd had to do all the banking and the tills. There's always that part of me that wanted to grab the money and do a runner. Thankfully, I never did. Yeah, there's always that part of me, but yeah, you see all that money, it's empty. But thankfully, I'm smarter than I sound anyway. I'm smarter than I sound, believe it or not. To some degree.
We know what to do and what not to do.
I know we got some common sense. I know I'm a dick, but I still have some common sense. Only a little, but
we got morals.
Yeah. Well, kind of morals. Obviously, James Bond's been told to sit back, and he's not too happy. Come on, you can't have James Bond sit back.
And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, even this look here in the tux, in like the wedding tux, he looks better. Like his hair's not cold. I mean, I know that he's in a helicopter, but like he just looks more comfortable here than he does in later scenes. You know? Oh, this is it. Yeah, that face. Oh man, that Felix face right there.
I like that. Yeah. Two other guys that basically they're just to sort of take the fall because you always have to have people to take the fall for you, but you reward them handsomely anyway for your trouble.
Yeah, and then see what I mean, like in Live and Let Die, how I said like they go to Harlem, it's all about the black people. Here, like the two black guys are like the cops with them, and it's like their partner, and they're like, oh yeah, we got you, we're helping you out, it's awesome. Like it's crazy for them to just throw it that little nod. It's just nice, it's interesting.
I know. And obviously, he's not in the plane.
He almost got shot. I thought that was the funniest thing. I was like, what if he would have died right there or like got shot in the arm and then the whole movie he has a cast? because he literally could have got shot, but the villains just can't shoot for shit, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and obviously James Bond fires at him. Yeah, I love Felix. He's getting into it. Bond is like, get the fucking helicopter. Let's chase these bastards down. Yeah, he gets down behind the barrel, gives it a good shot, and it pretty much knocks the fucking car out of messes up their rad anyway. I can't remember which part he hit now. Did he hit the tires? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they just crash. I feel like it was a classic Bond, like, I just need 2 bullets.
Yeah, maybe they lost focus and he turned the wheel the wrong way by a split second and it ended up crashing.
Yeah.
But they fucking leg it. And it's like, hey, you're trying to get yourself killed? I don't make it back to the wedding, I'm a dead man for sure.
It's like, well, yeah, you're not.
And he sees this fucking gorgeous woman. Is like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure she'll understand if you're dead. You know, like she can't be left on the altar by a dead guy.
And he's obviously trying to be sensitive and attentive to her. She's like, no, just go away. But now Sanchez is making a fucking run for it. And I love that smile. He's like, hey there, bye bye. You tried to catch me? Nah. But James Bond's like, no, we're not going to let him get away. We're going to get the bastard. And they're in the air. And he's about to get that hook. And he's still looking smug. He thinks he's got away. But no, James Bond has to be a dangerous fucking crazy bastard and hang out a helicopter to attach the fucking hook to the plane and send it spiraling downwards.
Now, you know what's funny about this scene? I had learned that Christopher Nolan actually ripped off, I guess you could say,
The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah,
in The Dark Knight Rises.
That one as well.
That is so crazy. When I found that, I was like, wow, that is surreal. That's pretty cool. Like, I really hope Christopher Nolan gets to direct a Bond movie. I really do.
Yeah, hello, Super Enzo. Glad you could catch us. Hey, everyone, I'm glad you could catch us right now. Spending a bit of your spare time to listen to us talk a lot of bollocks about a good film.
Yeah, rock and roll, everybody.
But I do love how they're doing this for real as well. I mean, you know they're up in the air for real. It's fucking crazy. It's intense. And yeah, if you got bad vertigo, this will surely make you suffer that.
I like how they fly away and Sanchez is just chilling. He's just like, oh, look at that. I'm aiming down now.
I know. It cracks me up, man, every time. I don't know how tying a hook around it stops the plane from powering. I don't know. Is it like...
Right? You would think that the plane just gave up. Plane's like, oh, shit.
Like, yeah, he's wondering what the fuck's going on. I like it. Yeah, and Timothy Dalton's actually on there. I don't know how high they wear up while doing it, but yeah, I think he wanted to do some stunts as well, but they obviously didn't fly too high where it was too dangerous. They had him on a harness.
No, always kudos to live stunts. I mean, yeah, I think I had heard that he had did them, or that a lot of them were actually done by him. So yeah, I mean, kudos, Dalton. I mean, you know, like I said, he could have done so much more. I think if they would have just kind of, you know, kept this feel, I think it could have worked.
Yeah, that's it's always shit when financial problems happen to a studio, because it was by the time they got sorted out, he would have been too old to have done The Last Die Another Day, wouldn't he? So it's So I don't blame him for wanting to step down. But he has done pretty well with other stuff. The Rocketeer, Hot Fuzz, and he was pretty good in Death Patrol.
I haven't seen him in that. What is it, Death Patrol?
Yeah, it has a couple of woke moments, but there were times where I did found it funny.
Is it Doom Patrol? The DC show?
Doom Patrol, yeah. He's like the old professor in the wheelchair.
Okay,
yeah, I like to have his face when the plane fucking tears. He's like pressing against the window to stop himself falling through.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coincidentally, right above the
over the wedding.
I love it. Yeah, he definitely makes a fucking show for his wife, doesn't he?
Fucking classic Bond, man. It's too much. It's so much.
I know. Yeah, I know it's a serious, dark, intense film, but it does have some moments of levity that make it worth watching. And
right, I feel like
power shoot out.
I feel like this scene was put in for the women. Because it's like, you know, Bond is supposed to be like this misogynistic, sexist or whatever. So then you have this scene where he's like, nah, I'm trying to get my friend to the wedding. We're going to make it. He's getting married.
Yeah, I never really thought he was that misogynistic. Maybe a tiny bit chauvinistic.
No, I mean, I guess I'm just saying it of how people have responded.
I know. I really don't get why people make him out to be this full-on sexist. But when he fucking hits women, it's because he does actually have a reason. Like he's suspicious of them, or the backstabbing, or they're in there with criminals and they're not giving him the information he needs. But
yeah.
But
what do they say? Use all of your tools, 007, at your disposal. And it's like,
Yeah,
I think
I
he
know.
says that. Like when she finds out, oh, what does Q say? Yeah, you have to use all your assets at your disposal, and she gets all jealous.
Yeah, bullshit. But the thing is, that's what the books. He's actually kind of a romantic. He actually does fall in love pretty often. He doesn't just dump the women and have his way then dump them. He is more human in the books. He does have a little bit of a sexism, like, hey, this is a man's job. Women should be in the kitchen doing pots and pans and shit. But that's kind of like an old school guy, though, and it was written in a time where men were old school, and you can't really judge the books on that kind of context.
And to be fair, I've never read a single of the Bond books, so I think that's going to definitely be something I'm going to commit to this year, is to for sure read at least 2.
Some of them are on YouTube for free if you can get them. The audio books.
Oh, nice. Nah, I like
so,
reading. I don't want to hear someone read to me.
I usually do. If I got loads of stuff to do, I'll have the audio books on.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Driving around and stuff too. Yeah, true that. Amen.
And yeah, look at him. He's happy to see his friend fucking get married. He's a good guy. Yeah. Then we get then we get the opening credits with Gladys Knight singing this awesome fucking tune. I love it.
Yeah, I remember hearing this one for the first time. Like, I think The Living Daylights I like more because I'm a really big fan of Aha. So that song is just beautiful. But Gladys Knight, I mean, it was definitely the most soulful since like Goldfinger and even Diamonds Are Forever. Like, oh gosh, Diamonds Are Forever is like one of my other favorite like Bond themes.
Yeah, the film is kind of hit and miss, but that opening theme is fucking amazing though. Shirley Bassey fucking killed it. She really did.
It's got that like super soul. It's like,
yeah, Gladys Knight, mate. I've seen the music video. She looks pretty fucking boss in a tuxedo, to be honest. I'm surprised.
It's such a weird video though. Like all the girls are just coming out of the ground like dancing, and it's like what?
And I love it, man. It's I can't really describe it. It's very soulful 80s, and it's got the synthesizer, and then also we get down to the headquarters where Sanchez is being interrogated, and it looks like he's going to go down for a long time, but he's not fucking worried,
right at all. Like, and this is the scene I was talking about right here. This guy here, when Sanchez says, he's like, oh, you know, I'll pay whatever money to like whoever helps me out. The black guy like looks at him and just
he looks tempted.
You just assume he's gonna do something, and it turns out he's just a straight agent through the whole thing. Like they show him later on in the hospital or whatever, but it's just like you feel like he's gonna be a bad guy and he's not. And you're like, oh, well, did you look at that?
I know, because you can tell, but it humanizes him a little. He's like, there is a greedy part to us as well, and even the good guys have that.
Hell yeah.
And he's offering fucking millions to anyone who can spring him, and you can tell this is a guy who's really in control here, no matter what.
And he doesn't give a shit about money. He's just like, I'll give you money if you get out of here.
I know. He's actually I like the fact that loyalty is more important to him than money ever can be, and we see that later as later in the film as Bond starts to sort of like plant the seeds of paranoia in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she gets a little bit touchy-feely with James Bond.
Dude, I agree. I was like, what? That whole interaction was so like, huh? And then like, I'm like, does Felix like no? And then like, he kisses her in front of Felix, and I'm like, wow, they're so like, I mean, I know friends, but damn.
Yeah, they fucking James Bond and Felix just get fucking high one night, found this bed called Della, and then fucking have a fucking a gangbang or a threesome or some shit like that.
He's like, I'm joining your honeymoon, right? I mean, of course.
Yeah, James Bond fucked her off, so she went with Felix as like
second best, I guess, right? Second best.
Yeah. And obviously we meet Miss Bouvier, who seems very insignificant at first, but
right.
And but obviously they got a bit of unfinished business, and Felix Leiter, definitely a man dedicated to his job, still finding time to do what he likes doing, even though he should be out there with his fucking wife.
Right, and like Bond is over there, like, I got you, bro.
Yeah, look at Timothy Dalton's face; he's obviously checking her out. Look at his eyes, man.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Carol Lowell was fucking,
you know.
damn, Richard Gere was he's a lucky guy. I think he's still with her. I don't know.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, she was definitely one of the goods of the Bond girls. I mean, there's many, but like she was almost as good. She could have been from Doctor No. What's the Bond chick from?
Yeah, Ursula Andress.
Yeah, like she was close to that, like but with short hair.
Yeah, I love Carrie Lowell in this. To be honest, we'll get more to her later because. But right now we're saying that Sanchez hasn't been out of his home for years, and we found out a little bit more exposition about him. Like he's got fucking governments in his pockets. He practically owns the Ifsmuth City, if I'm pronouncing it right. Obviously, we've got Killer saying hello and then goodbye. Got back to the job. Enjoy your wedding. Blah blah blah. James Bond doesn't like him though. You can really tell. He senses something off about him.
Yeah. He's like, man, I don't need you to touch me either. Come on now. I think he like kind of like brushes him off.
Yeah, and obviously we get him asking him to hand him a picture of Della. Obviously, because he's going to have some files in there, which pays off later. And yeah, they're all selling it. They're all enjoying themselves and having a nice little time. Then we get back to Sanchez. It looks like he's about to be transferred to a prison. Everyone's enjoying themselves again. Yeah, she's been a little bit fucking horny with him again. So, and then we get a really good setup for a really fucking explosive payoff. Pardon the pun. And we get the lighter, James, love always, Della and Felix. Jeez. And I love that. Yeah, we've got to pay attention to that because that's going to come up later, especially this flame here, which took me a fucking while to actually get the shot, especially when I was screenshotting it.
That looks great.
I managed to get it, thank God. Oh yeah, if we go back, you can actually see the tube coming down his fucking hand here. It's like that. Yeah, nice little error there. So it's on the way to get transferred. Yeah, he's smiling. He knows what's going to happen.
Right?
Yeah.
And see again, like Killefer, man. Like I would have expected it to be the black dude. Like just and the fact that it's Killefer, it's crazy. So wild.
Yeah, plus I think I've seen him in a few 80s films as well, and he always plays assholes. I think he's in Heartbreak Ridge. Obviously, Killefer's dodgy then. He's crooked. He's going to accept the money for breaking him out. And it looks like it was already set up as well because he waited till he saw that sign and he knew that was the exact spot where they're going to make the rendezvous with the people breaking them out.
Yeah.
And send them off the bridge. Obviously, Sanchez is pretty, they're giving him all his crew. They're all diving under. His crew
and that was a pretty smooth like escape. I mean, you got to admit, like having the divers all ready and stuff, and then, classic, underwater breakout.
Yeah. Yeah, so his crew have obviously been underwater for quite some time waiting with spare oxygen tanks for him. Yeah, they give one to Killefer as well, and they escape. Yeah, obviously fucking agents are trying to look for them, but it's too late. And then we see the shark hunter. Oh, what are they called again? I forgot them. I forgot what they're called now.
Oh, the little pod thing.
Yeah,
I was like shark.
Someone help us in chat. What are the
they
names
were like
of these
studying
fucking
sharks
things?
or whatever.
Yeah. And obviously the wedding's over now. They're trying to settle down. It's getting late, and she does this thing. She throws that fucking
her garter.
Yeah.
She's like, "Damn it, James!
I know.
This is as close as I can get to you."
Yeah, Felix, I wouldn't trust her. She seems like she's going to be banging a bunch of bikers if one little wrong argument happens.
Yep, pretty much. Oh man,
I love this moment though. Yeah, and Bond's like, no. She does anyway. She doesn't realize, and he gives this look, and it's obviously most of these Bonds are a continuation. There's no code name theory or anything like that that's been passed down from one person to another. No, James Bond is the same guy.
Yeah. Because
it would be stupid if they were faking that backstory. It would seem a bit, it would seem a bit disingenuous.
Wait, what do you mean? Which backstory?
Yeah, like if you pass down the code name to another guy, and you had to say that your backstory is your wife was murdered when you were married, it would. I wouldn't want to get behind this character more. I wouldn't want to feel sympathy for him.
Uh,
because it's not his past.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he lets her know, yeah. I know it's, yeah, and it looks like their fun time is gonna get cut short.
By Benicio del Toro.
Yep.
Oh
And
no,
you know what?
I thought he was there. It's the other. It's not.
No,
his
there
one.
he is. There he is. There's
Okay.
the bastard.
There he is. Woot! That man.
There you
I
go.
mean, he does look like super coked out kind of. Look at him. He's just
I
like.
know, yeah. You can sort of tell he's got a little bit of texture on his skin. Like I've seen plenty of time from people coked out their heads. But it helps get in the character, though.
Yeah,
Helps
for
get in
real.
the character. Yeah, and here comes and Felix, obviously being a fucking tough guy, and yeah, you gotta respect him. Let her go. I'm the one you want.
Yeah.
And you, oh man, you do almost feel sorry for this fucking poor woman because, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Like, and I don't think they've really. I think the worst that would be like that is like Goldfinger when the girl got covered in gold. And it's like, but they don't show it. Like, they don't show her being attacked and covered in gold, you know, like, but this was pretty much like, oh, like you already knew what you pretty much knew what could or would happen to her, you know. I don't think any other woman in like a Bond movie went through a death like that.
yeah, no, because sometimes what you don't show is more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're
Yeah.
introduced to Milton Crest, and I just love this. I just love what sort of fucking slam ball this guy is. He's a fucking weasel, but he plays it so well. The actor, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's obviously he's got this big fucking aquarium, and that's used as a front for Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously had a good bit of history with him as well. And he's a little bit skeptical about Killer Harden in there. He's like, wait a minute. This guy's basically with the feds. He's with the fucking DEA, the CIA, blah, blah, blah. Is he going to fucking start bringing the whole enforcement down on us?
Mm-hmm.
But Sanchez is very confident about it. He's like, nah, I think he's loyal and it's more important to me than money. And yeah, it gives him a
Yeah, I
case,
mean, I
but-
think that's probably one of the coolest things about him is he is about that loyalty. Because all the other people, like all the other villains, had henchmen and they just had people, but he's just like, anyone who is loyal it can work for me.
Yeah, no, he's never shouting his voice either. He's never shouting out loud. He's actually keep it real cool. He's very reserved and very collected, and
Yeah.
he's very charming as well in a way. You kind of want to hang out with this bastard. I kind of don't.
Right? I mean, he's got
I
a
know.
beautiful house.
I know. He probably treat you fucking well as long as you keep on his good side. You know, you just got to
Right?
overlook some of the more violent, despicable things he does.
Shit, I'll be like, I'm not even paying attention, bro. Where's the food at?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and don't go fooling with my guy. It's like, hey, after what he did to the other guy, it's like, you're like my little Valentine. I love his lines. He gets some good lines. I love this villain. He's one of my favorites.
What?
Damn, man. Yeah, and they got Felix later now, and it's not looking good. They got to teach him a fucking lesson now because they almost put a whole world of shit on him.
Sheesh. I mean, I didn't even
Yeah.
when I had saw this again, I totally thought he died. When you reminded me that he didn't, I was like, oh man, I completely forgot. I thought he died.
Yeah, I know I did. He just fucking wakes up, doesn't he? He's like, and yeah, he's like, "Where's my wife?" And he's like, "Don't worry, we give her a nice honeymoon." And you can guess what's happened
Bastard.
without him without him spelling that out. You know this woman has really fucking suffered, and you can feel the rage on Felix right here.
Yeah. I would be pissed too, man. I mean, God, you know, like, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think any other woman or Bond woman went through that fate, but she's not even a Bond girl, you know, she was literally like just, random supporting character, you know?
I know. Yeah, she does play it well, even the short time that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Davi here as well. He's like, what you know, it's nothing personal, just business. It's like,
Yeah.
he probably does like Felix a little bit, respects him, but it's no, you're on the opposite side of me. You're against me. You tried to bring me down. I got to show you I'm not fucking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, they use this big,
Shark bait. Ooh,
they use this big chunk of meat. I don't as a counterweight, don't they? Like they throw it
so
in first.
Yeah, so it slowly drops them pretty much.
I know. It's like, and this was not fucking about. I mean, did it get a PG-13 in America?
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they had a whipping scene. They had this like leg decapitating scene.
Yes, So this was 80s PG-13. Fucking cult leaders ripping your heart out. PG-13. We need to bring those back. We really do.
Oh yeah, like Indiana Jones. You mean Temple of Doom?
Yeah, it got a 15 here though, which is like the same rating as fucking Deadpool.
Wow. Wait,
Yeah,
Indiana
we have
Jones?
our 15 ratings are weird. Like some PG-13s in America get a 15 here. Same thing like Batman, and it's weird. It's very inconsistent.
Huh. Wow. Interesting.
I know.
Can't wait to go to the movies out there one day.
Yeah. Felix Leiter's like he thinks he's gonna go out like a boss, but no, he's gonna carry on living.
Right? Ah, it's the worst though. It's like I would have been like, kill me. You better fucking kill me.
I know. It's like, no, the first day is the rest of your today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Yeah, like damn.
Yeah. And everyone's laughing as well, because when I had the video, they cut out the bit where they bit his leg off. The shark went up to him, it cut away straight to the next scene. But no, we're seeing the leg come off here.
Yeah, you
We're
definitely
seeing the reactions of all these henchmen as well, and they're loving it.
Right?
Killer Fed, no, he isn't. Look at him.
He's like, oh god, that could be me one day.
Yeah.
Because he's still like, he's still technically a good guy. He's just doing bad shit now.
Yeah, Gremlins was a weirdest 15 rating. Yeah, I never got why that was a 15. I watched it. It's not gruesome. It's definitely got some like dark, creepy moments for the little that'll creep out the little kids. But apart from that, it's just a really funny, goofy B movie.
Yeah, I mean, even when they're all in the theater and they're all like eating popcorn, it's like they're just eating popcorn.
And on to the next scene. Yeah, James Bond looks like he's about to leave, but then he finds out Sanchez is back, and he knows Felix is in danger.
Yeah, he's like, shit.
Yeah, once again,
I like
he
when
goes
she goes
slowly.
to give him the ticket, and he's already gone. He's just like,
I know. He goes in slowly, obviously, because he doesn't want to just rush in like an idiot. And he
barge in on their honeymoon.
Yeah, and damn, and that creepy Michael Kamen score, that.
Yeah. So sad.
This is not the Roger Moore era.
He's just like devastated. Like, oh my gosh, like she just got married, she's dead. And
and obviously the place has been ransacked as well, so they can find out any evidence that they have on him, just in case, any informants. And he finds Felix, and yeah, it looks like he's dead.
Yeah, he totally looks like he's dead.
I know. He disagreed with something like ate him, and that was in the Live and Let Die book. Apparently, Felix lost his leg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which was the second book.
See, I want to read that book now so I can see how the whole story played out.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. He loses his leg, but he still pops up in the other books. But they never mention his missing leg. I think they do mention that he has a prosthetic one and he's still in the field. But he has his limits, and I need to reread them again. It's been a while. And yeah, it does give James Bond more of a personal stake. He's not just out stopping another bad guy intent on world domination. No, he's this is a personal thing for him now. He basically maimed his best friend. He had his wife killed. He wants blood now.
Yeah, he's like, no more Mr. Nice Bond. Now it's all about the serious Bond.
Yeah, now the copper's investigating a fucking useless. It's like, it's probably a chainsaw. I've been watching Scarface too, so it's probably a chainsaw. Yeah, Shark is like, no fucking way, mate. That's a shark bite. No.
Yeah, he's like,
I hang around with him. He's obviously in intensive care, and we don't know if he's going to pull out, but he's obviously traumatized. He's in shock. He's had blood loss, everything. Fucking hell. And hopefully not getting any infections from the shark bites. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. See, I think I just mentally thought that he was dead because he doesn't really show up at all anymore. Like that's pretty much the last time they show him. And I think I just mentally just kind of forgot that he survived.
And but thank God he does make it, folks. That would I think that would have really made the fucking film dark.
Yeah,
but I think they wanted to keep him alive just in case they did more stuff with Timothy Dalton, and they had a good idea to utilize Felix, but unfortunately that never happens until Casino Royale, where it's basically just a clean slate after. Yeah, and then we get I forgot this actor's name here, because he was in Street Fighter. I remember him in that one, and he's been in a lot of other 80s. Hello? I think he's gone now. Right, man. Is he here? Internet conk out. So look, man. I'm just gonna check my messages, see if there's just to see what's happening. So I've got him on Facebook Messenger. I really don't want to carry on without him. Sorry, man. It took a while there before I realised. He wanted my fucking big mouth. So yeah, wait, is he back on? Is he back on? No, he was back on a minute. It's disappeared again. Here we go. Let's try and get him back on now. You okay, man? Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, what happened, man?
I don't know. I think I think my I don't know if my internet went out or my service went out for like a quick second. I just noticed that it just turned off. I was like, what? My apologies.
Yeah, no, I was worried, man. I was worried I'd have to cut it earlier. Thank God I gave you a bit of time to sort of sort out what was happening. But yeah,
should be good now. Yeah,
fucking plays out when you don't need it to. I'm actually hoping my internet server doesn't conk out either.
Right.
It does that with a laptop sometimes, but so far it's doing all right.
All right, let's continue forth.
Yeah, let's continue forward. Yeah, we'll move on from this act to another time. Let's try and carry on.
All right.
Yeah, and obviously he's not going to do anything because it's out of their jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he finds out, yeah, he's got all of Leiter's files. But Bond, he's very smart. He knows Felix has an ace up his sleeve. So he hid that picture, he hid that disc in the picture, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're not going to do anything. It's out of their jurisdiction now, and Bond is real pissed off that they aren't going to do anything about it.
Yeah. And that's usually how it goes, you know. They're just like, oh man, like, you know, we can't go on vendettas.
Yeah, James Bond's like, nah, fuck that. Fuck jurisdiction, orders, red tape.
Mm-hmm.
This guy needs to be stopped. And he tried to kill my friend. He killed his wife. I can't just stand here and do nothing. And obviously, they've been looking around any place that may store sharks, acquire, you know, everything. And this is the last place now. So obviously, they've got a hard killer there because, you know, he's supposed to be dead in the fucking getaway, apparently, maybe. And James Bond's obviously using the cover, like his Universal Export. He has to do an inspection, blah, blah, blah.
Very smooth, of course.
Yeah, Cresty tries to lay it on smooth. He puts up the front that, we don't have sharks no more. We just do all these genetically modified fish and blah, blah, blah. You know, we aren't bad guys. Honest. We don't do anything dodgy at all.
What are you even doing here? Like,
but James Bond sees that and he knows something's up there. Shark hunter. He knows something's up. And I think I forgot to screenshot one, but there's a little split second where he looks down at the floor behind him.
Oh yeah, and
he finds that.
Yeah,
which I've just circled
it's like Felix's lapel or whatever, or his flower.
Yeah, the lapel. What's it called again? Bloody hell.
Yeah, it goes on the lapel, but I forget. Yeah, it's some wedding related.
Yeah, the name's bloody escaping me now. It is.
Right.
He noticed it. So Bond knows something's up, so he's going to sneak in and find out what's happening because he's got to find out where Sanchez is, and hopefully he might find the information there. And obviously, he's there with Sharky. Yeah, Killifer's still there because he's got to lie low, and you know, it's like one of those things. You got to have a few days isolated till something blows over, so they can sneak you out. And yeah, some good shots here. Did you see all these like these maggots? Don't you? They look
that was
like pasta
wild.
as well, in my opinion.
Say what?
They almost look like pasta. They're like fucking.
Yeah, it
big.
does look like noodles and macaroni noodles or some shit.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of people just nearly vomiting looking at him, but obviously he gets some guard catches him. He fucking takes him down and just traps him in there. That's not be good, that. Yeah, Grand Bush, the actor from Street Fighter is Grand Bush. All right, thank you. Yes, because I never knew, I never got the name of that actor, but I've seen him in loads. He's in Demolition Man, everything. He was in loads in the 80s.
Oh, damn. I feel like I haven't seen the Street Fighter movie, or if I have, I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's from the Nazis. It's kind of bad, but it's kind of a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah, that's the one with Bison, right? And John
Roll
Claude Van Damme
Julia,
as
he's
Bison.
fucking good. I was almost going to review that, but then Carl Weathers died, so I thought, okay, I'll try and do a Carl Weathers tribute to him.
Ah, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and obviously he's in danger now. He's exposed. He's got henchmen trying to fucking kill him now. Shark is he's obviously scared. He's obviously not a combat guy. I'm guessing he's just basically an agent that just gathers information, does it to the main agent, and then that's it. He goes on his way.
He's definitely probably like a desk guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and James Bond just fucking gets the upper hand on this guy and sends him into his electric eels.
The electric eels, yeah.
Yeah, I love it when he I love it when Bond gives the bad guy some really fucking brutal deaths that make you almost feel sorry for him a little bit. Like, yeah.
Hey, like you said, he's like pissed.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Ian Fleming's dark sense of humor as well. Plus, he kind of got to be as well. Even if the death means the guy's going to be suffering a little bit, if it's the other way to get him, then you got to. You can't be sympathetic to him. Then Killiver gets the drop on him. And it's looking like Bond's days are numbered. And yeah, Killiver does a stupid thing, not minding where he's fucking stepping on. Not minding where he's standing on. It's, yeah. And of course, that's his undoing, because Sharky just fucking saves the day. Sends him flying into the fucking... he's hanging on the rope, nearly hovering over the water where the shark is. And he tries to bribe James Bond as well, like saying, hey, let me go, I'll split the money I have for you. But Bond, no, he's not going to be bought off like that. Despite his more ruthless nature, he is a man with principles. And that's something these SJWs always forget. He's got a fucking moral backbone.
Yeah. And even so, it's like, bruh, like you just killed my friend and you think you're going to be able to just bribe me, or you helped murder my, like, injure and practically almost kill my friend, and you think that I'm going to just take a bribe to let you go.
Yeah, I know.
You trade,
I know,
you trade like, the friendship of, or, you trade your job, your duty, whatever. It's like Bond's like, nah, like I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I like the fact that Bond decides to use the money as a big fuck you to him. It's like, oh, nah, you keep the money. You fucking have it. And he kind of screws himself over a little bit, Killiver, because he grabs the case. He grabs the case with one hand and then loses his grip on the...
Yeah, he could have just held on.
Yeah.
He totally could have held on.
Yeah, he couldn't let the fucking money go. No, did he? But, and yeah, it fucking leads into his death. And
see, that would have been great if at the very end of the movie, it turns out that he's alive, but he's like missing an arm.
Oh, fucking hell, man. That was brutal.
he's like missing an arm, but he's got like brutal, some money.
Yeah. And yeah, all that money's just gone. I love Sharky's line. It's a terrible waste. That money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love Sharky. I really does. And like I said, as dark as intense this film is, there's still moments of levity that make it that stop it from being so fucking grim. Yeah, and there's Sharky. Yeah, obviously, this is a front for Sharky. He probably uses it while he's doing his information collecting, all sorts. And I'm guessing half of his customers have been suspects as well, that he's sort of used to pass on to the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm guessing anyway.
Say what?
Well, I'm guessing this is a front for Sharky. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
like
I'm guessing a lot of his customers were suspects. So, and he uses it as a good way to find out information on them and probably send them to the CIA if needed. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I don't think we proper got a backstory on there, Sharky.
Yeah, I mean, I would even say he's just like a informant, maybe, maybe he's just like someone that just gives information. Like he might not even be an agent, just one of those guys on the ground that agency just uses here and there or something. But
oh yeah, because I think that is mostly the majority of spying, just collecting information. And yeah, we found out that it was a marine research vessel. That's what the Shark Hunter thing was. Yeah, and it's owned by Milton Crest. So now Bond has another lead on where he might be able to find Sanchez, maybe a potential hiding spot. And obviously, Grant Bush is not too happy. He knows Bond is up to something, but he can't prove it. But Bond's a loose cannon now, and he can't afford to have him running around like a fucking madman. So what does he do? sends him to this very sinister looking guy. Is it Blofeld with a different cap?
Right? I thought the
I
same
know.
thing. I was like, oh, I forget. Like he sees M, but it's like it totally
I know,
reminds
it's
me of
him.
Blofeld.
I'm gonna let's have a look. As I got another super chat here. Well, not super chat. Yeah, I'm not that famous yet. I'm gonna head to Broome. Glad I got subbed and watched the video here because I think YouTube dropped me. Cheers.
Oh
I'll be back.
no.
Man. Let's hope you saw it all out.
Right.
And yeah, M is a bit more of a dick here in a way. I mean, I know it's like we need you to be a good agent and keep your head clear to the job and do your job like I ordered. But he seems really out for fucking Bond here a little bit more than he usually is.
It's like he knows like Bond is a loose cannon. Like he's like, look, we can't. Like I know you're mad, but like I guess they should have gave him a bit more like humility of like or humbleness of like, you know, Bond, I know that you feel this way, but like we can't have you out there messing up things for us. But in this, it totally comes off as like almost rude of like, fuck your friend. Like I don't care that he's dead. Like, you know, it's almost like that's pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah, no, it's there, mate. Who cares if it's your friend? This is nothing to do with personal feelings, and I think he should have sort of been like the crusty boss, but at the same time support James Bond when he does go rogue. You know, deep down, like officially he's not supposed to because he's bound to his job, but at the same time he has respect for him for actually trying to stop Sanchez.
Like Felix just got married. It's like you got to be a man and at least acknowledge that the man's wife is dead. He just got married, and his best friend is feeling upset about it. Like you got to at least acknowledge that, you know.
Yeah. It does kind of show how cold their government work can be a little bit, and Bond still has this humanity to him, where he's not just a blunt instrument who'll just follow orders blindly. He is, he is independent, and he sometimes will question his orders if he feels something is wrong.
Yeah, in the beginning of The Living Daylights, when he doesn't kill the sexy Russian cello player.
Yeah, and it's like, stuff my orders.
Yeah.
Suck me off back and forth.
Like, I'm not going to shoot. What does he say? Like, she didn't even know how to fire the rifle or whatever. Like, she's obviously not really a hitman. She was gorgeous, too. Oh, jeez.
She was, man. Yeah. What's her name? Miriam Diabo. Yeah, she was gorgeous, but she wasn't like overly sexualized in a way. She was kind of looked normal.
She had that
pretty
innocence.
normal.
She had that innocence to
her. Yeah, people think she's weak, but I thought she had good chemistry with Dalton in that one.
Yeah.
And obviously Bond's like, I'll resign, and gives a good fuck you, then jumps out. He's getting no help from the government whatsoever now. He's totally on his own, so now he has to rely on his wits.
And you know what's funny? Like I know a lot of people say that it's so controversial or whatever that he like renounces his. Or, you know, he resigns, but it's like, I mean, that's like any movie, like the cop giving the badge, you know, giving away the gun, like, you know, you're off the squad, and then they're still like they're still in the mission though. Like, it's like classic cliche. So I'm so surprised that people didn't like it. Like, it's like, why wouldn't Bond go against, like you're saying, like, why wouldn't he go against his orders sometimes? And like, why wouldn't you think that he could make that decision? But because he's James Bond, of course he's gonna be 007 again. But you know, for this adventure, it makes perfect sense that he would be like, all right, well then I renounce my title, so I don't have that title right now, and like I could do what I want in a sense. But I don't understand why people didn't like it, or they thought it was so like, you know, it's like, oh, he's leaving. Oh my God, this isn't a country club. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, because he does get the feeling that this Bond is kind of like a little bit fed up of
regulations,
of having to work with these guys, but at the same time, it's all he knows. I don't think he could ever have a normal life.
Yeah.
And we go back to Milton. Now we go to Milton Crespo, and obviously Lupe is now definitely being babysitting now after all their fucking escapades. And Milton Crespo,
he's like not even babysitting her. He's just like all creeping on her. So bad.
Yeah, no, it's like
I really
obviously he knows he can't, but he definitely hates her. He hates her because every time she fucking does something stupid, he pays for it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I honestly thought he would it would have almost made sense because of how dark the film is for him to like. I thought he would have at least struck her or like shoved her or like, you know, tried to like get on top of her, but he really doesn't do. I mean, he's still a creep as heck, but like he actually doesn't do anything, and it's like it's kind of surprising. It's like, okay, cool. Like, you know, he obviously hates her, but he doesn't like obviously want to harm her, I guess. You know, I guess
Yeah, he's
like,
kind of stuck with her, isn't he?
yeah, like he's like, I can't harm you, but I don't want to you know, it's weird. Like he has such a weird relationship with her. It's like, make up your mind, bro.
Yeah, he's just doing as he's told. He's just not happy about it, but he knows you know, it'll probably benefit him in the long run, you know, just keeping that loyalty, keeping on Sanchez's good side here.
Mm-hmm.
I love this line as well. He fixed that phony beauty contest you won, so don't get stuck up. And he tries to hit him and he grabs her around. He's like, oh, hey. Yeah.
I like how the guy comes in. Yeah, sir, we need you at the bridge. Whatever.
Yeah,
perfect timing. Like, of course, the guy comes in at that exact moment. Like, shit.
Yeah, and it's a manta ray, and it's like, it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's James Bond, no? Yeah. And he sneaks into the
that
fucking
shit got
boat.
me. I was like, man, I actually remembered. I was like, oh, yeah, he's a fucking manta ray.
Yeah, and I love that. He's like all stealthy, being all Splinter Cell like. He's like, he's got one of the henchmen knocked out, disposes of his gear, has him in that tank, which oh god, we'll get back to that bit later because it is a
really the tank.
Yeah. And he sees the money in there, all sorts. And obviously the guy's found him, so his cover's blown, and James Bond has to be quick, but he's betting that Sanchez is there, so I don't think he cares if his cover gets blown, because he can probably try and escape straight away after killing Sanchez, but sadly he's not there. Lupe is there, and he recognizes her from the beginning, and he's hoping that she knows where he is, but nope, she doesn't know fuck all.
It's like, man, she's just getting manhandled this whole movie.
Yeah, and yeah, he looks like he would fucking kill her as well. He would. No question, man. Look at the intense looking Dalton's eyes here. And obviously Milton Crest's he's trying to find out if someone snuck aboard. She might have seen him, but no, she keeps it quiet. She doesn't grass him up. And yeah, Bond realizes, she's not with Sanchez of her own free will. She is trapped there. And then we see the devastating part of the movie as well. Probably the second most devastating part of the movie. Fucking Sharky's
death. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so interesting how they made, you know, like, again, I'm only talking race because of the time we live in. But when people rewatch these movies, it's like, you know, these black guys are like good characters, but they don't really give them as much as they probably could. But considering how they were used, like in Live and Let Die and just before, it's like, it is cool, but it's like, then you're going to go ahead and turn around and just kill them. It's like, well, I guess, you know, you didn't have to put him in the movie, I guess, at all. Like, if you're going to just kill him before before the end of the film, like, he should have at least survived a bit longer.
Yeah. That's like the Spy game, isn't it? I mean, you're going up against dangerous people. It does. It kind of adds the danger as well. But we've seen a lot of white guys die in James Bond's watch as well. So I think it all evens out. You know, keep the death toll even. Die
for real. There's Gil saying, who's the best Q? Oh, the main Q. There's only one Q.
Yeah, Desmond's still the best Q. I mean, I liked Ben Whishaw, and I liked John Cleese. I even like the guy in Never Say Never Again, even though it's not the best movie. But
I don't even
Desmond Llewellyn, I don't think I can think of a better
I forgot John Cleese was Q. John Cleese was cool, but I feel like John Cleese was literally like a cardboard cutout of what was his name? The original Q?
Yeah, Desmond Llewellyn.
I feel like he was like a cardboard cutout. Like, that he was the best possible actor to succeed as Q, but it's like he was literally copying Q.
Yeah. Plus, he was basically just like his replacement, wasn't he? But I would love to have seen John Cleese more in the role and grow a bit more as if Pierce Brosnan had carried on. But sadly, that's not going to happen. But thanks for joining us, Gil. Everyone, once again, thanks for joining us. You're fucking beautiful. You are. Watching me ramble like a fucking idiot. So
hopefully I can still be heard okay.
Yeah, it goes in and out, but I can still make out what you're saying, thankfully.
Awesome.
Yeah, and James Bond, he's pissed off. Now he's got another guy killed on his watch, and he's obviously pissed off. It's like, you better get yourself a new boyfriend. It's like, And he's obviously thinking of her as you're his fucking mole. Who cares what you think right now? But she's like, no, you don't understand. Get the fuck out of here, otherwise you'll end up being killed, and you'll get me killed too. And it's like, compliments a shark. He just shoots him right over. He pretty much exposes himself here, and you can see his
he gives like no fucks. I love it though. Like he's just like, you know what? Just you need to die right now, and then I'll leave. Like
get some
Sanchez
sleep,
is in here,
Nick. You know, you can always do the
I can
rewatch.
kill you.
And yeah, but I think this Bond is like he doesn't care now. He's kind of seeing red at the moment. He's not totally keeping.
I mean, you know, it's funny.
Together.
The movie's called License to Kill. He revokes his license to kill, but he still kills. He kills more like in this film than most.
Yeah, he's a trained killer. The government made him that way.
You
They
know?
need to fucking take responsibility, man. And yeah, we get a good little underwater scene where, because he's got rid of his oxygen tank in the bottom of the ship, so he has to steal this one for now and try and get away. And obviously the fucking plane where they do the exchanges come, and which is such shit timing as well. They've got to deal with this fucking rogue agent that's trying to jeopardize everything. And get this, I know.
Pretty good though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Obviously, James Bond's fucking jeopardizing the shipment. You know, he's like, he's not just gonna destroy Sanchez. He's gonna destroy his all fucking everything he's built or
Just
made.
The whole operation's going down.
His whole operation, yeah, that's it. And it is pretty intense as well, because even though these underwater scenes can be very slow and cumbersome, they do crank up the danger. He's kind of outnumbered here. He's got these people surrounding him, but thankfully he grabs the harpoon, shoots it out the plane, and does this fucking awesome water skiing.
Smart. That's a Bond move.
Awesome, man. I love it. It's like the guys basically they're doing it for real.
Yeah. That was the Bond. That was like a Bond.
I love it. I just love it. It's amazing.
When he's
Michael
when the
Caine's
guy's
fucking
retelling
awesome.
Sanchez,
It's
like,
adrenaline pumping,
skied onto the
everything.
bottom of the plane.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and you flew away like a little bird.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, obviously the pilots think they've lost it, but no, Bond gets the upper hand once again. Fucking knocks this poor bastard flying out. I love it. Damn, this is so fun. And yeah, he's like, not only is he battering these bad guys, he's fucking up the exchange, the deals, the stuff that makes Sanchez's empire as big as it is.
Yeah, he starts throwing. Yeah, he starts throwing the money out.
I love it. Obviously, he saves some as well. Like, yeah, he knocks the other fucking guy out. It's funny. But I don't like how he keeps the money as well. He thinks, no, I could use it. Like he's already got a plan in his head. I mean, look, yeah, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, that smile on his face. Yeah, I think he's like, you know what? I have an idea how I can get to Sanchez. And Chris is in disbelief now. He's like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck am I going to explain this? But obviously, Bond is still unsure of how to get to Sanchez, and he remembers the disc in the
yep.
Yeah, found out anything he can about Sanchez, any more information that could help. And thank God he hid it in the picture as well, otherwise he would have been fucked.
And see, I did like how Dalton looks like a detective, like not a detective per se, but like I love that dark of him, like, you know, having to search and like having to, you know, kind of like hide and actually infiltrate his own friend's house, you know, like we could have had more Bond movies like that, or just more grittier. Like I don't mind not having as much comedy, you know, you can always have one-liners, but I really thought the pacing of this film was really cool. Like, you know, it's the scene transitioning and how he goes through everything is pretty, you know, thought out. It
is very reminiscent of the Ian Fleming books, because there was a lot of like investigating, and they are very action packed. The books, they're much more people sort of talking and you know, giving backstories on people, information, and it's mostly details, but the films, I think, always do. Sometimes I've done a better job than some of the books, because they do bring a bit more excitement to the play, while the books bring more intrigue. Yeah, obviously,
I really want to read the books.
And he finds out that all Mosley informants are dead, except for Miss Bouvier. I think I got the shot right, did I? And they obviously, later at a meeting, and he knows that she's been compromised as well because Sanchez has ransacked the place. And yeah, Miss Bouvier has obviously been doing undercover work with Sanchez's guys. You know, she probably was the one that got most of the information on him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's looking like she's been compromised. And yeah, he's in this fucking Roadhouse-looking bar with his very sexy dancer.
I fucking love it, man. I love this scene. It's just like, whoa, look at him go.
Yeah, it's not a glamorous bar.
fight
This is. I like how James Bond is out of his depth here. He's with these really rough and ready-looking bastards who could probably murder you if you looked at them funny.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he fits it though. Like, Dalton really fits the Bond in this scene. Like, if it was Roger Moore, it's like this dude's gonna die, or he's gonna get jumped and like he's gonna barely survive by using judo chops. And Sean Connery, I could see Sean Connery in a bar. Like, he kind of has that gruff, look. Maybe like having all black on or something.
Yeah, well, he was a working class guy, Sean Connery, and even Ian Fleming was a little bit funny on him being cast as Bond because he thought he looks like a truck driver. I don't know, but it wasn't until like he finally did the movies where Ian Fleming actually started to like him.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
like how he looked in Goldfinger, he could totally pull off being in a bar.
Yeah. And believe it or not, it wasn't until the films came out when Ian Fleming wrote James Bond's backstory as coming from Scottish heritage.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One day I will visit Scotland. It'll be amazing.
I probably need to go. It's not too far from here, but I don't think I've ever been.
Oh, dude.
And then we meet Miss Bouvier, and he's letting her know that Felix is in the fucking hospital. He has his leg bitten off, and you'll be dead too if we don't get you out of here. And not only that, you've been compromised, but it doesn't. But bad luck. There's fucking people in the bar already spying on it, and it's looking like they're trapped. And once again, Benicio del Toro shows
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, God, he's so fucking good in this. I love him in this.
I love that he just goes and sits right with them. Like, it's so ballsy. Like, he's just like, "What's up?" Like, she shotguns puts a shotgun to his nuts or whatever. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I was like, "Are you packing?" It's like he's got his wealth of PPK. She's got this fucking shotgun, which I'm like, okay, how the fuck did they allow you into the bar with that shotgun? Are they actually okay with it? Were you just carrying it around, or
she had it in her dress?
You know what? Like, you know what? I'm talking shit now. This bar probably would allow it. Half these fucking guys look like they're packing anyway. So yeah, why not? Why not?
I'm telling you, man. She just had it in her dress. She just pulled it out real quick, whipped it out. Like, she was, mine's bigger than yours. Like, what?
I know. And today, this probably could be like a Mary Sue moment where the woman kind of condescends to Bond a little bit, but no, we do sort of see her be a bit more vulnerable as a person, as we see her later on in the film, and she never seems to belittle James Bond throughout the film when she does save him. So, and she's a cool character. She's a fucking cool character. I love her.
Yeah, I mean, I would say honestly, like, she kind of compliments him. Like, he's like, no, and then she's like, okay, but then she's like, but no, what am I saying okay for? I'm gonna go. Like, it's not like she listens to him, but then obviously does what she wants to do. But it's kind of nice, like that weird relationship, where she's like, I guess she starts to dig him real quick.
Yeah, she obviously falls in love with him, but yeah. And obviously he's trying to lay on the charm though. He probably is willing to kill her because I think he does know that she's a fucking spy, but he's playing it nice and friendly to keep on the good side a little bit. And yeah, I love that little fucking smile. No one's asking you to go. Yeah, the other guy tries to go for him, but Bond is like, he don't fuck about. He just slams this guy's
dude. Yeah, he just knocks the dude out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had enough. Run a tab.
That was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
I forgot this bit. I must have missed some screenshots here because she has the fucking shotgun to his nuts and he has that smile, doesn't he?
Yeah,
like you mentioned earlier.
He's like, just shoot me, Brad. Just shoot me. You ain't got the balls. Shoot me right here. It's like, fuck. That's not what you want to wish, man.
And it's like, so where's the bullet outside? It gives them a little nod and it gives them an opportunity to fucking start this big bar fight. And it's a lot of fun. It's fucking funny to watch. Everyone's just scrapping, having it out, everything. And she's still fucking dancing. I love it. I love it.
It's a regular Tuesday for her. Oh man.
Yeah, and the guy tries to fucking kill him with a swordfish ornament. Or was it a real swordfish? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was pretty random. That
Once
was
again,
good. That was like a
there's a bit
nod
of
to
levity, a
Octopus.
bit of comedy, and you sort of, you almost get to, you kind of see Miss Bouvier is capable of handling herself in a fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she's not exactly throwing full punches and knocking them out. She's whacking them with a shotgun and using glass bottles, everything. But
yeah, she's not. It's not like she has strong fists.
I think my only nitpick was when she fucking throws a guy into a table, and that was I was like, all right, she should have struggled a little bit there to do that, but it's a little nitpick, and it goes by pretty quick. And you also see that she's very smart and resourceful, and she can sort of get out of a tricky situation when she has to. And yeah, Benicio del Toro shoots her, and it's looking like, oh, he's killed her, and Bond kills a couple of guys after him, but turns out, thankfully, she's all right.
Right?
There's that
She's
smile.
like, you could have been shot in the head.
Yeah. Oh, that smile, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what happened to that actor? He was good. He should have been bigger. Where is he?
Well, I mean, I loved him in The Wolfman. That's the only thing I really remember him in.
Yeah, Sicario. He's really good in Sicario.
Sicario. I've actually never seen Sicario. I do want to watch it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, The Hunted as well. He is fucking crazy in that.
In what?
The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones. Really check it out, mate. Real good survival thriller, everything.
Ooh, I like Tommy Lee Jones too.
Yeah. The fight scene's fucking amazing.
Mm.
And yeah, thankfully, and then we get to know a bit about. Yeah, she's been in hellholes, everything. She knows how to handle herself. She's got experience, everything. She's not just another naive agent that's going to be a burden on him. But Bond's still a bit of a. He's still being a bit of a fucking grumpy old skeptical bastard, isn't he? In a way. He knows his limits. He knows he's out of his depth, and he knows he needs help. And her being a pilot will be really beneficial. She can, because she's been doing a lot of like secret flying missions for Sanchez's operation. Everything, she knows everything, and she can get all the information that he needs, fake passports to get him into the country, so he won't draw too much attention unless he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
she haggle a little. Yeah, but she's warning him as well. She's concerned. It's like, if you're going after him and you got no fucking government help or anything, you're gonna fucking die. He's got an army. Everything is places like a fortress. This guy does not fuck about. He's got security up to the ass. You will never make it. You are out of your depth. You are in over your head. But it's like, I will pay you the money that you need to help me, and that's it. You don't need to see me after that. And yeah, he lays on a bit of charm. It's like, what's the line?
Bam.
No, why don't you wait until you're asked?
Right? Oh gosh, so
why don't you
God
ask
damn it, James.
Yeah, and he shags her in the bar. I love it. Meanwhile, back at London,
rocking the boat.
Yeah, and
Moneypenny.
Yeah, she got shit under Moneypenny because she never really gets much here in this one, and after that, she's kind of replaced it when GoldenEye comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was a good-looking woman. She was a pretty, she was a very pretty Moneypenny. She should have been a Bond girl herself, to be honest.
I was always a fan of the older Moneypennies, just because I like
Lois Maxwell. Yeah, she is still the best one in my opinion. There's something about Lois Maxwell.
Yeah.
And I think she was almost going to be the new M in GoldenEye, but unfortunately, it never happened.
That would have been cool. Before Judi Dench.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Judi Dench as M. She was very strong.
Yes, I think she is my favorite M. I think I'm still trying to sort of decide whether Bernard Hill or Judi Dench are the best ones. They're the ones that have left the most impact on me. And yet, it's looking like there's no signs of 007 leaving, but we know he has. We already know he has. And M's like, well, I know he's going to go after Sanchez. I know he's probably in the country now as we speak, despite our record saying he's not. And I've already assigned one of our agents to the city where he's going to go. And what does Moneypenny do? Behind their boss's back, rings Q Branch.
Oh yeah, calls Q, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, Isthmus City. Fucking hell, that's an hard one.
For all
Yeah,
the
and obviously,
readers.
yeah, they get screenshots of this this General President Lopez guy, and there's Bond walking into an hotel room, flaunting the money, trying to look like some big fucking show off, because he obviously wants to get a bit of attention from Sanchez, like he's this big player guy. And yeah, she's posing as the executive secretary, and she's like, "Well, why can't I be?" It's like it's a man's country, love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, like that banter between them is just awesome. Like, why can't I be yours? Oh, this is a man's, this is a different type. We can't be that. Like, obviously they wouldn't believe it. It's just so funny. And she doesn't fight it. She's just like, all right, whatever.
I know she accepts the situation because she's an agent. She's got to adapt, hasn't she?
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Yeah, and it's looking like he's paying her to be on her way. She's done her job, but now she wants to stay. It's like, and yeah, she's right. She could use his help. She does prove to be a very useful character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, if you're going to stay, make yourself look like a bloody secretary. And he's almost condescending to her a little bit as well, where he's like, buy her some clothes. But I think that just makes it funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now he's in, and obviously he's had to find out what bank Sanchez uses. It's like the one he owns, and it's the biggest one. Okay. I deposit a shitload of money into the bank. It's going to catch France's attention a little bit more as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get him intrigued. And I love how the manager here is like, why don't you do it onto the desk and donate the money? Then he drops the briefcase and he has this big fucking smile and is like, welcome to the bank, sir. Yeah, this film is funny. We get this guy here.
I was going to say, you know who he could have been? They should have had Michael J. Fox play that guy.
Yeah, he almost does have a Michael J. Fox quality to him as well, because he's always been like this nice guy actor, isn't he? And to see him play a bit of a sleazeball, a bit of a slam ball, that would have been a real good little thing for him to do.
Right? Good little character change for him, a different role to play. It would have been pretty fun. Yeah,
and this guy's obviously like the negotiator, the guy who gets the deals together, the salesman for everyone. Because Sanchez
practically a middleman.
Yeah, Sanchez has obviously got something planned here. And this is the guy that sorts everything out. He's like maybe a concierge in a way, an accountant.
Yeah,
it's definitely
an accountant per se. He's like running around with the money near the end. Maybe we're wasting so much money.
Yeah.
When the factory's blowing up, he's like, "What are we doing? Like, there's $1 billion here or whatever." He's just like, "Leave it."
I know at the end. I know that does make me laugh. That fucking hell. And he's got these Orientals. He's obviously, like I said, he's got something planned. What has he got planned? And I think the young guy is obviously like this guy who makes sure the money comes out clean as well, so it can't be traced to any criminal activities. And yeah, fucking hell, look at all that money. Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's the double take. Oh, yeah. So when she cuts her hair, oh my gosh.
Damn, man. She fucking kills it with the short hair.
God. Oh. I mean, it is something when, a girl has like long hair and you see her with long hair, and then the next thing you know, you see her with short hair. I mean, it's always like, it could be a hit or miss. Maybe they look good with short hair, maybe they don't. But most of the time they will, or it'll just be that nice of a change. But that double take when he looks at her, it's like, I've definitely made those double takes before.
I know, like, fucking, yeah, she's a stunner, Carey Lowell. I'm not going to lie, I crushed on her for a fucking long time, man.
Nice.
Still do a little bit.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think, my favorite Bond girl, I think, would probably be it'd have to be either the Living Daylights Russian chick or the chick that's the betrayer of The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah, Sophie Marceau, if I'm pronouncing her name right. She's a good one. I mean, how often do you see Bond fall in love with the fucking main villain? That was a really good little twist there.
Yeah. And the fact, like, when he's sitting on the chair and she's like choking him out.
Yeah, she's obviously getting fucking turned on doing it a little bit. It does almost look a little.
Man.
Yeah, that's almost like some S&M shit, that.
Yeah, she was definitely gorgeous. Because I'm trying to remember, I think Maybe it was Thunderball that had another, like, I forget, one of the older women that, like, I think it might have been Thunderball, because Pussy Galore was also pretty fine. But and the Asian chick for You Only Live Twice. Oh, she was gorgeous. She was cute.
Yeah. Which one was it? Was it Aki or the one he marries at the end? Because they were both fucking gorgeous women.
Yeah, whichever one that like scales the mountain with them or the volcano.
Yeah, I think it's. I forgot her fucking name now. I remember Aki, and she was the one who accidentally swallows the poison and dies.
Oh, okay. So I have to see.
Yeah,
But
definitely. When it comes to Bond girls, yeah, Evergreen and Casino Royale, and obviously Caroline Bulkin for Your Eyes Only. She's, I don't know, there's something about her fucking eyes, man, where when she looks into the camera, it just hypnotized me a bit.
Agreed. They know how to pick them. They definitely know how to pick them. I mean,
yeah,
I'll even say Halle Berry. Die another day.
Halle Berry, yeah. Yeah, despite having some bad dialogue, I really would like to have seen her in her own Jinx movie. Get a good director, good script writer. I think Halle Berry would have been all right.
I mean, that would have been interesting if they made a spin-off of her character.
Yeah, they almost did, but then they scrapped it, and it's like, man, that's pretty shit. That
it could have worked. I mean, it would have been funny to have her even come back as a supporting character in like another Bond film.
Yeah, I know, because I mean, despite my faults with Die Another Day, she was still pretty cool, and she handled herself well in the action scenes.
And to be fair, she kills it in John Wick. What was it, Chapter 2?
Yeah. God, she's got to be getting close to her 60s now, though. But
easily. She's definitely she's definitely pushing 50s. Like, I don't think she's hit the 60s yet, but she's definitely got to be in her 50s.
Yeah, and then we found out that France also owns a casino, and Bond's definitely gonna try and make some waves there.
Yeah, I love the
casino where France is working.
Guy, the church dude.
Yeah, it's definitely a spoof on those, a parody of those
evangelists,
TV evangelists in the 80s. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, it's all going to a good cause. No, it's actually fucking money laundering.
Lupe does look fantastic in red too.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous in this, man. Damn, man. I don't know why, but for some reason I never noticed she was the princess in Mortal Kombat for some reason. I don't know why.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Man.
I love his iguana too, his little pet iguana.
Yeah,
it's so random.
Yeah, it's certainly a nice little change from the cat, and iguanas are fucking cool, man. I want to get one. He's got a little diamond as well on him.
Right? Yeah, around his neck.
Yeah, obviously he wants to find out if he ID'd the person that fucked up Cresty's exchange. But no, I didn't see anything. I was asleep the whole time, looking all pretty, being all dumb, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Now Bond's in the casino with his hair looking all weird, really slick back, and it just doesn't suit him.
Awkward. It just doesn't look right. They should have just like kept his hair combed down or to the side. Like they didn't have to.
Yeah. It would have. Yeah, it would have looked a lot better. His hair looks pretty fucking better in the other scenes anyway.
It looks like it's thin almost. It looks like a whole different hairstyle.
Yeah, I think it was maybe trying to hark back to how Ian Fleming first envisioned James Bond, because I saw like an earlier sketch of the James Bond in the novels, and he did almost look like he was thinning on top for some reason. I was like, nah, I'm glad they actually have James Bond have a full head of hair. I wish I had the picture on it now.
Roger Moore wouldn't have made it if he did one more movie. He definitely would have been thinning on the top.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to make it look like he's just another fucking gambler out to waste a lot of money on a hopeless fucking on a hopeless game of blackjack. And yeah, we get this guy, and yeah, he's this TV evangelist guy. He's fucking funny. He's like only in it for a short amount of time, and he's basically just a two-dimensional character. But he really looks like he's having fun playing this this fucking asshole here.
Yeah, he's like probably like not even an actor. He's just like an actual Vegas performer that they just got to play this role.
I see it though. He's definitely got that charisma, the right showmanship for it. He's definitely got some charisma as well.
It's like, you remember Vegas Vacation when Chevy Chase's wife goes to meet that one singer, forget his name, but oh gosh, Bobby, I can't remember, but she goes.
I've not seen it actually. I've only seen Vacation and the Christmas Vacation. I need to watch the others.
Oh man, you got to watch Vegas Vacation. It's a great one. But there's a scene where it's the guy is practically like this guy, but he's an actual singer that they had play himself, and this guy feels like someone playing himself. It's like,
Yeah, I wonder if I would not be surprised if that guy had a good singing voice. Obviously they're raising the money to get more people to donate, and it's obviously fund their operations, money laundering. Maybe it's to buy some more gear to sell and make maybe profit off. And Bond's obviously pretending to be a cocky fucking guy with too much money to lose. And yeah, and they're like, this guy dropped $250,000. He plays like a real sucker. Shall we let him keep playing?
They're like, yeah, let him play.
Yeah, let him play. And then, but no, Bond is winning, and she's getting into it as well a little bit. She's like,
she's like, I see how you roll.
Yeah, look,
and just falls for him throughout the movie more and more. Like she just slowly just starts to like actually like him more, and then we'll talk about it later. But it's like it's just so funny.
Yeah, no. Then he gets back onto Franz Sanchez. It's like, actually, the guy is winning. He's making us look bad. Should we do something about it? And Sanchez is like, no, send Lupe onto him. And yeah, it's like she's there to try and see if she can get the money back a little bit. And I don't know if Sanchez is a little bit more intrigued by what's happening. But obviously, he kind of uses her as a way to try and maybe get close to Sanchez and find out if there's any way he can get to him. And then we see this guy as well who's popping up out of nowhere, just randomly looking. And yeah, something's off with this guy. And obviously, she's getting the drinks. I love how she's out to get the drinks here. And
but see what I mean? Like how she she listens to him, but she's like super upset about it. It's so great. Like, it's awesome. I just love their relationship. It's so good.
Yeah, she's kind of like the sidekick who kind of gets the shit end of the stick a little bit, even though
she gets
kind of protecting her as well, isn't he?
It's like she gets the short end, but she always ends up doing things on her own anyway.
Yeah, Lopez, she always seems skeptical about helping Bond, but at the same time, she's giving him fucking information. So I get the feeling she's kind of manipulating him a little bit. Like she can probably see him as a way of getting out of from under Sanchez's grasp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I mean, shoot, he broke into he snuck onto the yacht. I mean, she definitely knows he can, get into places.
Yeah, she's saying, you're lucky you're going to get us both killed. I won't do it. But it's like, nah, I want to do it. I want to get the fuck out away from Sanchez. He's probably the only guy that's going to help me do that. And yeah, she's not going to let that drink go to waste, but she obviously does not like the fucking drink.
That was a good
Obviously, Sanchez is very intrigued by this guy.
I will say this part intrigued me in a sense that since Benicio del Toro isn't there, you would think he would have been.
God.
Like, he would have immediately been like, hey, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because that would have been a really risky move, but Bond's willing to take the risk if it means achieving what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, looking around.
Like, it would have been cool if when he's going up the elevator, like Benicio del Toro is coming down the stairs or something with someone else, like leaving the room and not realizing who is actually there. But they play it off so smoothly that it's like he doesn't run into him till so much later that you're like, well, where have you been this whole time? Like, you're supposed to be his right-hand man. How are you not knowing like what's going on?
Yeah,
or at least somewhere in the casino.
I think it's because he was working on getting the stingers though for Hela. I don't know, because that's next time we see him, innit? When he's got the stingers in the helicopter.
Yeah, the missiles and stuff.
Yes, but yeah, Bond's scouting out the place. He's looking for what he can use, because he can't just put a gun to Sanchez's head right now. It's too dangerous. It's too risky.
I mean, you would think he'd just shoot him in the head right now, the way he's killed everybody else.
I know.
Just shoot him in the head, jump out the window, and just call it a day.
Yeah, I think now because he's got his secretary, there's always a chance that he could die and they could go for rest since she came in the country with him. So, yeah. But obviously, I think he is looking for good vantage points as well, because he's looking over the view, but he sees that the window is like fucking armor plated. So that's a no-no. So he's obviously go into Plan B and try and get on his good side. Maybe be like, maybe try and work for him, be undercover.
Yeah, saying he's a hitman.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
and I love how
legit. Like, that's
Sanchez.
what I'm saying. This Bond movie was so well done. Like, the story is, I don't know why people didn't like it. Like, it just makes total sense. It's the easiest cover. Like, I'm a hitman. I kill people. I'm a problem eliminator. Like, it's such a genius idea.
I love that line. I'm a problem eliminator.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Francis
know.
has this laugh.
Did you watch the trailer? How they use the laugh, and the laugh is so fucking dry. He's like,
no, I think it sounds better in the film though. Timothy Dalton almost sounds menacing.
Yeah, well, you can tell he's like trying to kill this guy. He like mentally already shot this dude in the head. He's just waiting for it to happen now. You could tell that he's like, you're dead. Like, I'm sitting here, you're dead. So let's just play the formalities out so you can die already. Like, he's like so pissed, probably.
Yeah, and I like it
because Felix's wife sitting behind him or something.
Yeah, and plus it's a nice little contrast these two have, because they're almost like the flip side of the same coin. They're both just as ruthless as each other. Just Bond happens to be on the side of good, while Sanchez is on the side of wrong.
Yeah.
But he's obviously trying to charm his way into Sanchez. He's got to get him in his good books, like get close to him. It's like the old saying, you keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Mm-hmm.
And he never lies to him as well, saying, well, I am actually a killer. But Sanchez is, you can see he's liking him, but at the same time, he's kind of skeptical. He's a little paranoid, because it's that paranoia that's kept him alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he seems too good to be true a little bit as well. So yeah, he's obviously going to have hella fucking check on him. But I like the fact that he almost kind of subtly threatens Bond, like, you come here throwing loads of money around, carrying a piece. Nobody saw you came in, and nobody has to see you go out. Bond, and I love that Bond has to sort of like, all right, this guy's onto me a little bit. I need to sort of like lay on show him that I'm on, that I see things his way.
Yeah, like he's like, don't worry, like, I know you don't know me, but I like to follow orders, and it seems like you're a man that gives them.
Yeah. Also, you seem like someone who is worth working for. Like, not only will I work for you, but you will also reward me handsomely for my services, and like actually treat me like one of your own.
Loyalty, yeah.
Yeah, because he does seem to treat like his men like they aren't just people who work for him. They're like they're almost like his family in a way, and you can see that really start to eat at him later when Bond starts to make clear that people are plotting against him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and obviously, check on him, and because Sanchez is fucking smart. He's not another dumb villain. He's been in the game for a fucking long time. He knows the highs and lows of it, and Bond knows that he's got no chance of assassinating him at a distance. He has to go back to the hotel room, find out another way, try and think what the next plan is. And then I
do find it kind of crazy that they run his background, and I guess Moneypenny and Q could have like made his changed his background for when they search it, but it is funny that since he did resign, it made me think that when they do run his name, it obviously came up like he was no longer, or like he's discharged, but it's crazy that they just like disregard it. They're like, oh yeah, he was an agent once, like a week ago, not anymore.
Yeah. They might also say that he's a fugitive as well, and that he must be apprehended immediately on first sighting, something like that.
Oh, like it probably says that, like that he.
Wanted dead or alive in a way on the government.
So he probably sees that as like, oh well, obviously he'll work for me because he's got a price on his head. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he does actually admit, like, yes, I used to work for the British government, and it's like, okay, that's good. And it works in his favor, because then Hella fucking turns up saying, hey, you won't believe who this guy used to work for.
Yeah, and he believes him, or he already tells him. Yeah, he's like, oh, British government, I know things.
No. Yeah. Once again, fucking Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat shows up. I forgot his name. Is it Tawaki? His name?
Takoyaki? I do love me some takoyaki.
I'll call him Shao Kahn though. Come on, because that's what we'll always know him as.
Yeah, crazy. I forget that this guy was in Mortal Kombat. I haven't seen it in a while, so you know.
Yeah, he was pretty good in Mortal Kombat. He's obviously hamming it up, but he does it well. Now he comes back to the hotel, and turns out his uncle has arrived, and he's very skeptical. Is someone there? Is my cover blown? Is someone about to fucking trying to assassinate me?
Oh, so good. And she pulls out. Oh, I love when she pulls the gun out.
Oh yeah, man, those
so
fucking legs, man. Jesus Christ!
Like ooh, like doesn't she do it earlier when she's like laying in the bed or whatever? She like pulls it out when she's laying pulls it out when she's laying down.
Yeah. Tim Dalton, yeah. Tim Dalton's a fucking beast in this.
I mean, he's got this. I feel like he's a really good, like, looking everyman. Like, he could easily be like just any type of like, action hero. But I think Bond was a really good fit. Like, he definitely deserved at least 1 or 2 more films.
Yeah, because he's a classically trained actor, and he is definitely one of those actors that can probably just as a total chameleon, and he can play anything. Because I've seen him. The dude has fucking range.
Mm-hmm.
He really does.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got this little tiny gun, which probably isn't going to do much damage unless it's really up close. But it's the best he's got at the moment.
Hey, you never know. It might be like the little gun from Men in Black, it just like shoots and you fly
back
or some shit.
Yeah, noisy crickets.
The noisy cricket.
I love that. Yeah, turns out it's fucking cute.
Fucking love it. It's so good.
Yeah, Tim Offey. Yeah, sounds like a fucking bad coffee brand, that man.
That's his. That's his name. I never remember the actors' names. I was never like, I never memorized names and new names back in the day. It's only as of late where I like actually remember actors and directors and stuff.
I need to fucking start making notes because I'm in this YouTube game. I need to get the fucking names right half the time. But
right,
yeah, we've got Desmond Llewellyn as Q, and Gotti. This probably might be Desmond Llewellyn at his fucking best here as
and because he's in the field, he's not just like describing stuff.
I know, and which might have been a bit of a relief as well, because he got to do more than just say a lot of techno babble, which the actor always had trouble with. And Roger Moore used to really prank the guy. He used to proper troll him. He would get the crew to give him some some notes where he had to say a lot of techno babble, and Roger Moore would have the script writers make it worse. They'd add more, 10 times more. And every time Desmond would fuck up the lines, and people would be laughing their asses off. And he fought for it every time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he seemed to take it on the chin, though, Desmond. He really did. He had a good laugh about it. He fought for it every time, but he still loved Roger Moore.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was going to say. I mean, Roger Moore was a good Bond, but see, he definitely was more of that, like, he had that comedy side to him, for sure, compared to Connery. And I feel like Dalton was a very good, like, people were probably like not ready for it, but it was perfect. It was like, I mean, what did he say? Like, he's a good piece of history now, when he was too old, like, to reprise it. But it's like, he really, I don't think we could have went from Roger Moore to Pierce Brosnan. I think we needed that grounded break from funny to make it more, action, or make it more adventure driven.
Yeah, and obviously, because you need that little blend. I think there's times where it needs to be gritty, and there's times where it needs to be a little bit more more in the fantasy. But I think it's finding that middle ground.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's like Indiana Jones. Like, if they would have released Temple of Doom first and then Raiders of the Lost Ark, like, it would have put Indy as like this. Oh, he's always going up against, like, people who think they're gods or whatever. Like, it's all about real world, like, issues. Whereas the Raiders of the Lost Ark was actually like an adventure to find a piece of, history. So he's an archaeologist. He finds relics and stuff, versus Temple of Doom, where he's like, literally fighting like forces of magic, dark magic. Like, it would have been weird to make that one first. Like having the Ark was way more believable per se.
Yeah, because you're dealing with because I think the Temple of Doom was more like the pulps, wasn't it? Like you had these big cult leaders and everything like that,
pulling hearts out and stuff. It's like, I guess, but granted, at the end of the Ark, when they open it, it's like, the spirits release and everyone's face melts and everything. But it's still like, all right, well, that's the Ark of the Covenant. If this is that, and at the ending when it's in all the crates and stuff and in area whatever, like it's just so believable that like we hold on to these items somewhere in some government facility that are there, versus Temple of Doom where it's like, oh yeah, it's this random civilization of all these people that worship these little rocks. And there's this dude that's like ripping people's hearts out and mining for children.
Yeah, dark, man. Okay, so obviously Q's been sent off the record by Moneypenny, and yeah, Q, despite his grievances with James Bond fucking up all the equipment he puts a lot of work in making, he still has this respect for him, and he knows that he is going to need help. So yeah, of course he's going to go out there and try and fucking give him whatever he needs to achieve his mission and bring him back home alive. Because they've got this friendship, this kinship between them, and there's never any ill feeling towards them even when James Bond does disrespect all the work that he puts into. But
yeah, I mean, he's wasted. I mean, you got to realize he's destroyed almost every gadget he's ever got.
I know.
Like, I mean, and for Q to still be like, "Oh, grow up, 007," it's like, damn, that's a lot of patience, man.
I know, but you still see he has this love for him as well, and he knows Bond is a good guy because he's done a lot of good things, and that's why he continues to help him no matter what.
And see, I will say real quick, that's why I didn't really like the Q in the Daniel Craig ones, the later one, the young guy or whatever, because I felt like they were making him, dare I say, like soy. Like I felt like it was gonna go in the route where he would be like, "Oh, James, I made you this gadget or whatever," and then Bond would destroy the gadget, and then there would be a whole like 10-minute scene of this new younger Q like literally complaining or like being like, "Oh, he always destroys stuff. I don't want to build anything anymore." You know what I mean? And Bond would have to be like, "Oh, Q, calm down. Get your panties off of get your panties out of a bunch." Like.
Yeah, Desmond still managed to be very professional. That's what I liked about his take. He always managed to be professional because he's like, all right, it goes with the job. I make something that costs the taxpayers millions of fucking pounds.
And
it takes hours to make. Yeah. But like I said, he still tries to help him because he knows there's bigger things at stake. It's not personal. There's people out there who want to do real harm, and James Bond's the only one who can do it. So Q, sucks up his pride and does the right thing. And now we've got that palm reader, which is very good. It's like a camera, and it's like, hey, so what film does it take? And he shows a lot, and it's like, fuck. Definitely take some shots with that.
Awesome. Shots to die for.
And it's a signature one where only he can use it, which is which got ripped off in Skyfall, to be honest, which I think is one of the things that I found a little bit disappointing in that film, because it was already kind of done better here.
I don't even remember that gun or that them doing that in Skyfall. Like I said, I've only seen the Daniel Craig films once. I've actually never rewatched them. I was like, they're cool, but like, I just never got around to it. I have to rewatch it now. Oh yeah, the laser camera, of course.
Yep. 1 minute.
And the toothpaste.
And the laser camera. Sorry, they're calling the laptop was coming out. It was the battery was nearly coming low. Thankfully, I got it sorted.
Oh, nice.
And yet, we never see this get paid off. That's one flaw as well. We see this real cool camera with the fucking laser, and now it happens with it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Nothing actually does get used of that, huh? They don't even use the X-ray part. Like, what was the X-ray point for? Like,
yeah, no. What use would that have come into anyway? It's like, let's see what it looks like after I killed him. From the inside. I don't know.
Is his heart still beating? Check the X-ray.
Yeah, I know.
Which bone is broken? Shit.
Yeah, obviously she's not used to this part of James Bond's world because she's like kind of ex-CIA, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. DEA.
I love the still shot you got there of the Polaroid.
Oh, that is funny. Like I said, there's levity in this film. Yeah, it's like it is very dark, but it still remembers to have a sense of humor.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that it has to be funny, like, but it's just during the late '80s. I mean, we did have a lot of action movies coming out, so it's like, maybe you just rein it in a little bit, one-liners here and there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think, like I said, going from Roger Moore's campiness to this grittiness, I think people probably weren't ready. But I mean, it definitely, people like it now.
Yeah, I know. I think the Daniel Craig films have actually helped it a little bit.
Yeah,
And
very
obviously,
true.
yeah, and it's looked like Bond has everything he needs now. He's like, you're okay, you can rest easy now. You've done what jobs you need to do. And now we get to Sanchez. He's obviously looking like he's about to expand his business over to the Orientals. He's got something planned. Yeah, look, job's done. I went better alone. Yeah, I've already got enough people killed. I don't need your death on my conscience here. And this is kind of one of the flaws as well, because it kind of repeats that same little those moments like, don't worry, you've done your job. Now I'm going to do it alone. Then it comes to him helping him out later, and it's like, you've done this bit. I work alone again. It kind of repeats itself a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say I guess it is nice their relationship like that, where like she could have just left, but thankfully she didn't. You know, she could have just dipped. You know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, fucking hell, it's a dangerous job. You know, something could go wrong. They have to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Bond does his John McClane. You know, stepping out the top of a lift so he can get to where he needs. Get to the rooftop now. And now he needs to obviously plant some explosives from the toothpaste, which is enough to blast that armor-plated window off, so he could get a good shot at him. And yeah, Shao Kahn's there, and it's like, oh yeah, he is there for a reason now. He's not just lurking around in the background. He looks like he's another gangster or drug dealer or something, sort. Maybe. Yeah, bribery. He took the words right out of my bucket. And yeah, Davy gets some good one-liners. I love his one-liners. He's like I said, he's got a load of charm. He's very charismatic.
So menacing. He's so menacing, but he's so calm about it. It just gives you like legit fear.
Yeah, he's got an evil smile. That's what I love. He's kind of got this smile, this menacing smile.
He seems like the type of guy that could like shoot someone right there in that office and then not even like just, put the gun back down on the table and keep talking.
Yeah, no. Obviously Bond has to keep he's almost giving himself away here. Hella's checking around, see what's happening, see if anything suspicious is happening. Thankfully, the coast is clear. Bond
you know what I thought was funny? When he makes those doves, like the birds, move real quick and Killefer's standing there. It's like this is supposed to be like armor-plated glass. Like, how could he hear like a couple of like a bird flying away?
Yeah, because it's like, is armor-plated glass soundproof? I don't know.
Right? Like you would think. I mean, especially for someone like Sanchez. I mean, maybe the window was open.
Yeah, he's not gonna have that fucking window open, is he? I mean,
no, like it's just, like it's just got like a little like ajarness, like it just kind of pop, like one of the panes just like pops out a bit, like a bus window,
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah, and obviously the money man's here. He's doing his usual showmanship. He's telling them exactly what's happening, how they're going to expand, what the layouts are, and how this deal is going to work out and how it's going to benefit everyone.
Telling you, man, Michael J. Fox right there. That could have been an Oscar moment.
Yeah, he is like an evil Michael J. Fox here. But it does give a nice bit of exposition to what this to what Sanchez is planning, but it doesn't drag out either, because you got Bond planting the explosive he needs, to get his job done, and it keeps a nice little pace as well, while also keeping you up to speed on what's happening. So now he's done that. He tells Q, we don't need you anymore. No, yeah. Q's just waiting outside.
Yeah, he's waiting in the book. That was the Rolls Royce you were talking about, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look.
Because you said
Bentley? Yeah, it looks like it could be. Nah, maybe just no Rolls Royce.
What did you say he drove in the books? A Bentley or
Bentley?
Bentley. Okay. It seems that I felt like that looked like a Bentley kind of, but yeah, probably not. Got them suicide doors.
Yeah, I like how Shao Kahn here is a little bit fucking. He's being a little bit more stern with him, like saying, "Well, if you wanted to invest all this money, we have to know that you're gonna deliver and not rip us off." And he's trying to be all confident, saying, "Don't worry, we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine." It's like, yeah, but we still need to see the hardware. And yeah, now Q's job is done. Bond is gonna
relieve him.
Bond obviously wants Q out of the way now, because he knows it's going to be dangerous, and having Q there, he doesn't want Q to get armed, and it's really beautiful that he cares for him like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, and like you said, he's already like, he's not even Q Brad shouldn't even be helping him. Like, like he shouldn't even have any of these gadgets. You know, so the fact that Q's
I know.
even
I mean,
there,
he could get arrested for this. He could lose his job, everything. He could be disgraced.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, was it? I don't know what the crime it will be though, but it'll probably be treason. I'm guessing.
Yeah, technically, because he's working. Yeah, he's giving
Yeah,
away their services in a sense.
yeah, and obviously, once again, Sanchez lays on the charm, shows his business people that it means business, and evil Michael J. Fox is like, please don't tell me you're actually going to show him our whole operation. It's like, don't worry, we're not going to give anything away. It's like we're going to show them the labs, you know, make them think that we're all in this together with them, and yeah. So obviously he is planning to rip them off in a way. He's obviously conning them. But now he does want to see if this Kwang guy is trouble, because because Sanchez does have that little bit of paranoia, and it's definitely kept him alive all these years as a drug runner.
You know, this scene with where he pulls out the camera, right, to do this sniper shot. It gave me reminiscent of which one is it? From Russia with Love, when he has the rifle briefcase.
yeah, the trick briefcase, which I think was actually like a real gadget for the MI5 back in World War II.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think they did that shit. The garrote wire and the watch, everything. They've actually happened. Them.
Oh, fuck, that's cool. Yeah, the wire watch. Yeah, jeez, that was cool. That was pretty wild. But yeah, that briefcase. I mean, I remember. Russian with Love is a good one. I even played the game when they released the game for PS2, I think. Yeah.
No, I've got it. I've not finished it though. I kind of like fucking stopped playing. I just don't get to play games as much these days.
I get you. Hey, your streams have been fun though. The Last of Us. Hey, that's the better one.
I know. I'm still trying to find a good opportunity to get the part 3 done, because I want to get them. I want to get them all done and out the way, so I can maybe play some more games. Games I ain't played yet. Maybe
keep going. I'm playing Control right now. I might stream it. We'll see.
Yeah. Go ahead if you want to. Obviously, we've got President Lopez here. He's complaining about getting less money, and Sanchez is like, chill out, because without me, you wouldn't be where you are now.
Yeah, for real.
And Dalton's getting ready to fucking take down his target. It's like he's so close now. Yeah. You were very quiet when I was arrested, remember?
Yeah.
President life. Yeah, it's got that guy's balls.
Yeah, dude, he's such a good villain. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you know, I won't kill you, but you know, I'm disappointed in you.
I know. And Bond's obviously got his target set, but then he sees that
he sees that up.
Yes, it turns out Miss Bouvier is working for Heller. He's like, wait a minute, is she gonna backstab him? Is she a fucking spy? Is she actually working on the other side? Was she a mole? But obviously, he can't lose focus now. He's got his target set on Sanchez.
It's like the spy who loves him.
Yeah, and he needs to keep focused on what his goal is and deal with her later. And he's like, "Watch the bird here, bastard!" Blows the fucking armor-plated window. But of course, he gets interrupted by these fucking ninjas, which is
so random,
insane, man. Yeah, and he misses his target. They fucking get the drop on him. The gun doesn't work for them, obviously.
Oh god, it's like, why ninjas though? Is it because there's the Orientals there? Like, it's like, oh, you know,
I know, that was
like the first thought is like, why are there ninjas here?
Yeah, that was crazy. That, and they knock him out and they take him to some fucking hard out.
Should have just had the Ninja Turtles show up.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. Yeah, it was around that time. Yeah, all right, Coach. How you doing, man? Hey. Yeah, I watched a bit of your stream with Lance earlier on Masters of the Air. But yeah, it was a good stream. Good stream.
Nice.
I need to rewatch the rest of it later if I can, because I missed some of it. Yeah, Bond is fucking
souls.
Yeah, Bond has now been kidnapped. Now is they're holding him. They're trying to find out what's happening. Get this slideshow back up. Wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah, and it turns out that Shah Khan is fucking Hong Kong narcotics. He's undercover. He's had an operation to try and bring down Sanchez for years, and it's looking like Bond has nearly fucked things up. And then here's the guy that Emma's ordered to bring Bond back.
Yeah, this whole scene I loved. This whole scene was just fantastic, honestly.
I know. It almost makes MI5 look like a bunch of dicks as well.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're trying to find out who gave him that bloody signature gun as well, because obviously
shouldn't
Bond's not
have
going
it.
to give Q away.
Yeah.
He won't.
Right?
Yes. But it doesn't matter though, because fucking Sanchez has tracked him down. He's sent all the best men he can. This probably is a big plot hole here to how we found them so fast. But then again, this is a guy who has like his fingers in every single pie, so he probably would have found information out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. But see,
And
that's what I'm
obviously-
saying. Like, it's so interesting that Benicio del Toro is not with him. Like, you know, like he should be there to see.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing with this dude? You know, this guy I fought at the bar. Like, he should be there, and he's not there. You know, it's so random.
Yeah, no, because he seems like he might be he kind of might be like a little son figure to Sanchez in a way, because they definitely have that little vibe when you see them together.
Mm.
Like, or it could be his protege, like he's hoping to run his own empire one day, and he's showing him the ropes, something like that.
Yeah, like he's maybe like somewhere, like wherever there's one of the facilities, he's probably like overseeing a facility or something.
Yeah, and yet Sanchez Sanchez and his army, they blast the fucking hard out, and all the agents get killed. She survives, obviously. Shao Kahn's dying, he's not going to make it, and he knows that if he gets taken, he's going to suffer fucking badly. So
yeah, that was
he tells
cool.
her, "Don't let them take you alive." And he gets the cyanide pill ready. Guys come in. Yeah, she fucking throws down there though. She goes out like a fucking boss. I'll give her credit.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, she got lit up too, so you know.
I know. I felt a bit sorry for her a little bit as well when one of the guys died and he's like, "Leave her," and she's like, "No."
Mm.
But she goes down. She does what she's told. She didn't allow him to take her alive.
Yeah.
Sanchez looking around, and yeah, he's the only one left alive that they can probably get some information out to find out who's been trying to fucking kill him.
Cyanide.
Yep, cyanide, the old-fashioned suicide pill. Yeah, a good little step, a nice little cliche I love seeing in spy films where you get a guy, he refuses to talk, so he takes the suicide pill and dies.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
What was that? I'm trying to think. There's a movie I'm like playing in my head where a guy does that. Like he drinks something, or they're gonna kill him. It's like a Western or something, and he's dragged forward, and then they're like, take the drink out of his mouth or whatever, and then he like drinks it and dies.
Well, I don't know then. Probably people in chat might help if they know it.
It's definitely like a Western. I feel like it's a Western movie. Oh my gosh. I'm like playing the scene in my head. I could see the scene, but I can't think of the movie or like an actor. But yeah, there's definitely a good amount of scenes and just films where people do that. Like that's definitely I would hate to have to do that. I couldn't even
Yeah, I know,
imagine.
because I mean that's it. You're gone now. You don't wake up later and have a nice vacation. You're fucking
right? Like gosh.
Yeah, but it's like but they're determined to do it, and they do fucking do it. They kill themselves. So,
oh, you know what movie it was? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh man,
when
I need to
Sean
rewatch
Connery,
that again.
Sean Connery like shoots the guy, and then they bring him forward when they're in Africa or whatever, and then the guy drinks the potion, or he takes the cyanide or whatever, and then right when he dies, the building blows up behind them, and they're like, oh, see, the wars came to you.
Oh
yeah.
man, I need to rewatch that again. It's been a while.
Oh, that's a favorite for me right there. Oh, favorite.
Obviously, the fan, yeah, and right here, the fan Bond, and they're wondering what the hell is he doing here? Why is he being captive? Maybe he might actually be on our side.
Right.
Yep. So, and Bond wakes up in this fucking nice little hotel with that fucking freaky bastard. Seriously, what the fuck was this guy thinking? Jesus Christ.
I feel like that would be a Doctor Who like creature.
Yeah.
Like it should be moving and shit.
Yeah, Doctor No, the guy who picks Bond up at the airport as a cyanide tip cigarette. Yeah, that's it seems like a very realistic thing that would happen as well. Good way to stash.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, take a drag and then it kills you. Fuck.
Yeah, Bond's wondering what the fuck is happening here. And it's a really nice pad. I mean, look at that. Fucking hell, that is beautiful.
Right? And then, hey, come on, waking up there, it's like, hey, it's not that bad of a day, right? It can't be that bad.
Yeah, and obviously he comes across. It turns out it's Sanchez's place, and Sanchez is like, "Hey, I'm glad you're okay, amigo."
He's super
And,
suave. Yeah.
yeah, because he's obviously going to make Bond comfortable, put him at ease as well, not leave him on edge, because he wants to find out what's happening, and it's good to do things while everything's nice and polite and calm and relaxed. And he wants, gain Bond's trust a little bit as well. Show him that we're on the same page, so I can find out who's trying to kill me and then get this thing over with. And yeah, Lupe once again gives him little information that he could use while pretending to be like, "Oh no, you shouldn't do this. You'll get us both killed. You know." She's
"No, you
manipulative.
shouldn't."
She's
"You shouldn't
crafty.
do this, but
She's
fuck,
fucking
my boyfriend's
crafty.
so evil.
Yeah,
I don't want to get whipped anymore."
yeah.
Fuck.
But he knows Bond's been in the situation with two people that'd be potentially his enemies, so he seems to have a bit more trust in him than anyone else at the moment.
But see, real quick, right here how Dalton looks. That's how he should have looked with the tuxedo on. You know,
Exactly.
normal
His
hair,
hair looks
like-
pretty normal as well. It's got
Right?
a good little short haircut.
It's like to pull it back. It's just so odd. Like, why? So weird.
I know. Obviously, Bond has to think on his feet and lie, and he comes up with a pretty convincing story on the second because he's good under pressure. That's what makes him such a good character. So he says that, there are a bunch of like maybe assassins who think I'm hindering their plans to take you out, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that was pretty smart. They recognized me. Obviously, they thought I might have been trying to kill you. Like he literally like almost puts himself out there like in the red, and then Sanchez is like, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah. So he was like, well, I used to work for the British government, and we kept dossiers on a lot of people. So yeah, I don't know him. And he's like, all right, so who was trying to kill me then? He's like, well, probably someone close to you, it seems. It's like, obviously, he can't give a name because if he makes someone up, it might probably cause more problems. So he has to keep it vague to make the paranoia seem a bit more apparent, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he really succeeds in it. I mean, Sanchez practically thinks that everyone's against him.
I know.
Everybody, even the accountant later. Like, it's kind of like, it's like that's the one dude that you would think would be on your side. It's like, nah.
I know. And thanks to Lupe giving him a thing about Crest, it has actually helped him come up with this lie. And he obviously the only way he can get to Sanchez now is by maybe thinning out the numbers, so make him more vulnerable, getting more paranoid, more because when people are paranoid, they don't always think straight. And Sanchez is already a tiny bit paranoid, but he's still kept it under control. But if Bond can make him lose control, he can get him where he wants him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's basically divide and conquer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like someone who's well briefed and someone who's very close, and obviously someone who has paid a great deal of cash and is about to dock soon on a boat. Who's about to make his way to the country, and the only person who is on the way there right now is Wavecrest
on his ship.
Yep. Obviously, Sanchez is trying to put a brave face on, saying, "I don't think so. Everyone's 100% loyal," but he knows he believes Bond. He does. It's all that. It's basically saying something without spelling it out, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wastes no time. I have to go meet some people. It's like, and you stay here, enjoy yourself. You know, smoke some cocaine, have some hookers, have some fun.
I mean, and it's so funny that he always tries to hold on to that chick, and then he's like, "Here, show Bond a good time, man."
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. She's like the wife. She's just like, "Oh, James."
Yeah, and it's a good thing Bond did say he used to work for the government, because Heller's actually got the information on him, and former British agent. It's like,
I know things.
No, because if Bond had said another lie saying, "Oh, I used to work for another person," that's definitely not the British government. It would have made him more of a target for it would have fucked up the plans for Bond to divide and conquer.
Yeah, or just his infiltration in general. It just would have failed right there.
Yeah, and he wants to meet Crest at the boat tonight. And yeah, he's obviously suspicious, and thanks, because once again, Bond has just really laid it out flat. He's really planted that seed of paranoia in him now and mistrust. Obviously, he has to get out of there and find out what Miss Bouvier was doing with Heller. So now, thanks to Lupe using her charms, you know, she gives him a nice little distraction for Bond to sneak the fuck out. I like that look on his face. Is like he suddenly realised that he's been mugged a little bit.
Yeah, but I like how he tries to stop her. Yeah, he's like, wait, miss, where are you going?
Yeah,
I'll
Mr.
be back.
Sanchez
He's like,
say,
"Aye."
oh my God, Lupe gone. Sanchez gonna be so mad. I
You know,
am
like it'd be funny if like
ah.
they never show it, but it's like, you know, that guy died. Like Sanchez came back and was like, hey, what? She's gone? Fucking shoots him.
That's
Yeah,
that's
you
got
had
to
one
fucking
job.
hurt a little bit though. I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, you're getting skidded across water. That's gonna take some skin off you.
I
Maybe she
mean,
wasn't, or maybe she wasn't going fast enough for it to happen. But I don't know. You still
yeah, I
might
feel
be
like she
feeling
wasn't
some
maybe going
impact.
as fast, but it definitely would have. I mean, he held on to the plane.
I know. Plus, what? There's a lot of pressure with water, though. That's the thing. It's gonna cause some force on you.
Yeah, or at least go in your mouth or ears, eyes.
Yeah.
Just
Salt water as
disoriented.
well. That's gotta fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
I love how I love how we cut back to Miss Bouvier and Q, and Q's obviously trying to work on something just to keep him busy while he waits to hear if Bond has made it out alive. And yeah, Bond just fucking storms in, and yeah, well, we couldn't go without knowing what happened to him. It's like, yeah, that's fucking sweet of Q. That really is.
Right.
It shows just
Agreed.
how much how much love and affection he has for the guy.
And it makes you wonder, like, there's all these other agents, right? And it's like 007 is literally the one that I guess has, you know, that humility where he makes friends with the people he works with, because it makes me think that all the other agents just don't care. They're just like, oh, thanks for the gadgets, I'm out, you know. He's the only one that like gives time to people.
Yeah, and look how fucking intense Timothy Dalton is right now. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's like
so good.
Yeah, he's showing his fucking serious. You don't tell me now, I'm gonna fucking blast you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But now but it looks like she is on his side still. She's apparently Felix already had a deal with Hela to grant him immunity if they get the stingers off Sanchez, because Sanchez is gonna cause a lot of fucking damage to innocent people. He's actually gonna commit an act of terrorism if the officials don't lay off him. Yeah, he's threatened to shoot down an American airliner. So yeah, terrorist attack. Yeah, so Hela will be granted immunity if he works for Felix, but now because he's fucked up he's fucked up assassinating Sanchez, Hela's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. I'm going back to Sanchez. You're trouble. And it's kind of knocked Bond out of his rage a little bit. His rage, because now he sees there's more going on at play here, and it's not just about his vengeance. It's not about his personal anger. It's there's something bigger here, and more people are going to get put in harm's way if he doesn't calm down.
Yeah.
And not only that, things have gotten harder as well. Yeah. She was fucking gorgeous, man. Look at her there.
Oh yeah, that was her leg. I think that's what he does. Yeah, he pulls it out. Yeah, he pulls the gun out from her leg.
I know it becomes a nice little moment, you know, like the gun in the leg thing, and yeah, I like that little touch.
Yeah,
becomes a little trademark. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hands down.
But now it's become more of a challenge as well as triple security. So yeah, Bond's really in over his fucking head here, and it makes the story more intense, more engaging. Sometimes Bond is really at his best when he's in his most vulnerable, but he still has to rely on his wits and his on being resourceful.
I mean, it's like he went into. It's like he's already in so far. It's like, all right, now I got to step back, see exactly where I'm at, and then use his wits and whatever assets he has at his disposal to just get out of the situation as always. But it's like now that he doesn't have backup, he doesn't have MI6 behind him. It's like, hey man, you got to really kind of cool it. You're gonna get everybody killed.
Yeah, and thankfully he does regain trust in her again. But he knows he's still got to finish off his job. Like he said, he's come so far now, isn't he? And I love the smile. He's like, I'm making a withdrawal, and he just has this fucking sad face. It's like,
taking all my money out.
It looks like he is planning to leave pretty soon now. But and she's real funny in this, playing the harbour master here.
Oh yeah, when they're on the boat. Yep, yep.
Yeah, she's acting like some crazy bitch who suddenly got this job for no reason, and
Yeah, she like crashes the ship.
yeah. But it gives a nice diversion for Bond to sneak up above
Oh,
with
it's so good.
Mr.
So
Crest.
random.
Yeah, gives a chance for Bond to sneak on the wave crest. And yeah, once again, Sanchez is trying to find out what's happening. It's like, when they do the driving, you take the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, Crest actually fucking gets knocked down, which is very funny. And obviously, it gives her a chance to sneak in as well because she's got to help Bond get in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down
'cause
below.
it's a two-man job,
yeah.
this. Yeah, because they're going to plant the money that Bond stole and make it look like Crest has been ripping them off.
Yeah. I love that. That was like so good. Like, I mean, it's pretty classic of just, bait and switch.
I know that, yeah. I know, yeah, and he's going to question him obviously, and he's brought Lupe here because.
Oh yeah, real
Mr.
quick, I
Crest...
gotta say, I love how Bouvier like go back a slide when she takes off. She's wearing like the most skimpy.
Oh yeah, nearly seen something there. All right,
it's
I have to
just
skip
like,
it some just
girl,
in case I get fucking.
It's like you ain't got no body armor on now. I mean, don't get shot.
Yeah, damn man, damn.
Love
But loads of people fucking paused that scene a few times. Yeah, and obviously Lupe was there, so he knows if Crest is fucking lying, she'll know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once again, they plant the fucking money in. It goes just how smart Bond is as well. That he doesn't always need to use his gadgets. He's got his wits. He's got his wits. He can think under pressure. He can think real. He can focus under pressure. That's what I love about him.
Yeah, no, he's a problem solver. He's a problem eliminator, but he gets out and he's able to just get out of situations. He's smart, resourceful. It's just last thought is actually the best route to take.
Yeah, and I think this might be why I like Bond better in the movies than I do the books, because in the books you do kind of hear his like thoughts and outlooks on things, but in the movies he's a bit more of a man of who doesn't need to say what he thinks about the world. He kind of like he's more of a man of intrigue and mystique, and sometimes that makes the character more interesting. And he is a bit more snobby in the books as well. Like he always has to have his like eggs and his breakfast a certain way. He has to have this drink or these this brand of cigarettes, everything. He's very picky about what he eats, what he wears, everything. But he's still a likable character. But I think the movies do make Bond a much more better and more rounded, depending on how he's portrayed.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, and obviously Crest is telling them the story about Sanchez is really kind of hard to bite, because it has happened. He's telling the truth, but it sounds so insane. Like, how could it be true?
Yep.
And obviously, Sanchez has got his henchmen looking around, finding anything suspicious, and they've got to be real quick as well. I mean, Jesus Christ, they've got a short amount of time to get what job they need to do. And obviously, Bond has to make sure everything's going to plan. And she finds the worst place to hide where she could easily get discovered. Thankfully, something catches their attention, so she's safe. But she should have jumped. She should have jumped in the water with me.
I think this scene could have worked if she would have got kidnapped. Like if she would have got kidnapped, and then they were like, "Whoa, we found this woman on board," like blah blah blah. Oh, Sanchez would have been like, "You're that woman," and like then Bond has to rescue her, as well.
Yeah.
I think that would have worked.
I'm actually a little glad they didn't, though, because I don't know, it would have made them seem a bit sloppy. But she should have jumped in the water with him.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, if she would have just got caught like that, it would have been sloppy.
Yes. Yeah, and obviously, he's still trying to convince him what he's saying is true, because he's actually telling the truth. He isn't even backstabbing him or anything. He's actually being loyal. He's kind of innocent, but he's not. It's not going to work well for him. Oh yeah, damn man! I should have got more shots for her. I should have got more shots of that skimpy outfit all wet.
Too gorgeous. Good one, James. Good one.
And yet, there's all the money. He's like, no, it's not my money. I swear. It's like, that's right, amigo. It's mine. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, man.
It's death though. Oh, they didn't have to do him like that, but you know, I guess.
I know, but it's like, you fucking betray me, you fucking suffer. And they throw him in the tank, and it's definitely one of the most gruesome deaths. Well, one of the most gruesome deaths in this movie, because there is another one coming up, but we'll get to that later.
Mm.
And yeah, he's begging, he's pleading, he's like, no, he's telling the fucking truth. He's innocent, but no, he's going to get this really, really horrible, fucking painful death, and it's not nice to watch though. But damn, man, I'll give credit to the film. It does not fuck about.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
he's
remember
cranking
seeing
up
it
the
as
pressure.
when I
Now
was
he's got
younger.
the
and, like,
axe.
I remember seeing it when I was younger and being like kind of like scared from this scene because it was just so
Yeah,
gross.
I was still very young when I first saw it. So I might have been 7 or 8 maybe, but
Oh man. Yeah, I was probably like at least 10,
Yeah.
like, 9, and I just remember being like, "Oh god, like is that what like oh, like I couldn't even imagine." Like, oh, fucking alien.
yeah, the head explodes, boom, fucking hell.
Jeez.
It's like, what do you do with the money? It's like, launder it.
Clean it up,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. God damn. Got chunks all in it. That's
And once
funny.
again, Bond tells him, you've done your job. I don't need you take the plane, be safe. I'll sort everything else now. And obviously, they're trying to make sure Bond has not left the place. He's still being kept comfortable. Not
I
doing
love
anything
that he's able to
suspicious.
make it back. That's cool. Like, I
Yeah.
like that they don't show it, but it is kind of like total Bond to just be like, oh yeah, he made it back, got in the bed, dried himself up. He was in the water the whole time. It's like, it's just kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's like, I got the guy who set you up, and it's like, I got the guy who set me up, and it's like, wait, just one guy? I think it'd be very stupid if one guy took you on, and even Sanchez finds that funny, but at the same time, he's a little bit, he's getting even more suspicious.
Yeah,
that
he's like,
there's-
oh shit, you're right, amigo.
Yeah, and obviously he wants to come with him tomorrow to see his operation. He's kind of might be suspicious, but at the same time, he is trusting him more and more because he was right about. To him, he was right about Crest,
Yeah.
and obviously she's she's obviously playing the I'm helpless, but I need you to try and get me out, but she's not exactly saying it. And yeah, Bond romances her a little bit, and yeah, she comes over here, and she's obviously rubbing it in their face a little bit. I know.
Oh my god!
But she
He's
is
so
letting them
good,
know
though.
that she is letting them know that Bond is in danger and he is going to need help.
I love him. I love him.
I love Bond. I love James so much.
And last night he stayed with me.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Q's face, man. Q's face. Yeah, and obviously she's real jealous, and yeah, she's not Mary Sue. She's got her flaws. She's very jealous, and she's just almost become a little petty here. But
I love it. I feel like a little
I know.
pouty face. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Like
Yeah.
that's why I say like their relationship is so like. I guess this was like they say it's a grounded film, grounded more take on Bond, and I mean that would be grounded. Like if you're a female agent, maybe you would end up liking this guy because he's going rogue and stuff. But then
yeah,
you find out that he's you think you're this gorgeous agent, and then you find out that he's like over here sleeping with like the villain's girl. It's like, damn it.
I know. And obviously, Q has managed to talk around into helping him, and to be honest, I always question why she just said bullshit. But yeah, she's saying bullshit because she knows Q's right. She's got to put her pettiness aside and help him.
Yeah, and the broom.
Q here, fucking hell.
love the broom.
He really he's so fucking good in this. He really does. He don't fuck about. He really does prove how useful he is in the field, and it's a shame we didn't see Q do this more utilized better in the later films, because I know he kind of did get into the action a bit more in Spectre, but this, I think they have a nice little balance of not doing so much here.
Yeah, nah, he really killed it. Like being in the field.
Yes.
I almost wish that he had got hit like he had a Bond car.
Yeah, I know.
Having him.
Obviously, he's
be in it.
keeping Boovie updated on to where Bond's whereabouts is. And I love how he's got this gadget as well, and he's always berating James Bond on damaging it. But now he's like, fuck it, I'll damage it since Bond isn't going to do it himself. Just fucking tosses it in the bushes. I love it. Obviously, she's trying to get a plane, but all the planes have been overhauled. Sanchez is not allowing it. But she think, fuck that, just steal the bastard. And here's Benicio del Toro back again,
Finally.
and he's got the stingers. So I
See,
think that
it's like, so maybe this whole time he was trying to get the missiles. He was out doing, reconnaissance for the missiles. Then that's why he hasn't been in the entire through most of the movie.
Yeah, because he thinks Miss Bouvier is fucking dead, blah blah blah, and it's like,
because he did shoot her in the back, so he thinks she's dead.
Yeah, so he's been busy getting the stingers that Sanchez needs, and that's where I start to think that Sanchez might be seeing him a little bit as a son, like he's probably seen a little bit of himself in him as a younger man. So,
like you said, like a protege.
Yeah, it's only small moments, but it's surprisingly touching, even though these are two evil fucking psychos. And yet, this was a very strange location, but this is where we meet the evangelist. This is like, obviously it's the front for Sanchez's operations as well. And obviously, it looks like he's showing the Orientals and giving them full disclosure, but he's obviously conning them. Man, it's such an unusual looking location to see in a Bond film, but it looks so cool. And
it's literally like it almost like an Aztec temple that they just turned into a facility. Yeah, maybe it was an actual place, and then they just built inside of it.
Yeah, and obviously they get their masks on because there's chemicals. Who knows? We can't have our best customers developing a drug habit. Yeah. And once again, Sanchez has a nice little "You Only Live Twice" reference here, where it just opens up and the helicopter goes in.
Yeah, with the volcano. Yeah, you only live twice. Yep.
I love that.
That was cool. Yeah, I remember seeing when they're like, "Oh, where is it? Where did the plane go?" And then all of a sudden, it's like, "Ooh!" They're like, "Oh shit!" In the volcano. It's fucking awesome.
We're seeing the whole layout of how the drugs are being converted. Are being hidden in the gasoline, and we get that nice little shot of the Garanda here, which obviously comes into play later very memorably. And it looks like Bonds is going to be more exposed here because he's, once again, like you said, he's coming face to face with Benicio del Toro again.
Yep. Yeah, I immediately remember his ass. Like, wait a minute.
Thankfully, he's got the mask on, but Benicio knows it's him. He's like, who is the guy? Someone I thought could be useful. And I love what Bouvier does here. I love how she pretends to be this very naive, idealistic woman who's kind of got this little crush on this guy. Yeah, like he's she's some fan of a rock star, and she's about to become his groupie. Yeah, I'm just donating to the children. Won't you help me? And he's like, well, she's hot. I think I can lure her into my pad and have my way with her.
It is meant to be. It is your destiny.
Yeah. He knows it's Bond. He's fucking he's not dumb. He's crazy, but he's not fucking dumb. Look at her. Looking out, pretending to be all like fangirling in front of him to get.
It's really you.
I know. She's like, oh shucks, I'm such a big fan. I'm blushing.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and they're showing how it gets converted as well, and I don't know if this is like they're faking it as well to make it look credible in front of the Orientals, but because it is obviously like the conning them, because he is very skeptical about showing them the operations, but he's like, don't worry, we'll expose it. But yeah, so something's up here.
Like, what, they're using gasoline to like ship coke? Like, it's just weird. Like, I mean, I still don't really understand like how they're doing it.
Yeah, it's like it's like it dissolves in the gasoline, but they somehow managed to filter it back
out of the gasoline. Like what the?
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird. That's definitely over my head. That probably some smart people in the chat might establish this a bit more.
I mean, hey, cocaine's a
I'm a YouTuber, not a goddamn scientist.
Right, and I'm no drug expert, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously she's playing the innocent virgin. She's obviously trying to get him to stroking the guy's ego.
Oh,
It's like-
this is the scene. This is the leg scene.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to get a shot where she was whipping the gun out, but it was too quick, Law. It was too quick. Oh, no, I got it. Nice one.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. Sexy and
That
deadly.
is so. Oh, the definition of her legs. Oh, fantastic.
Damn, man. Is like, yeah, it's unnecessary. And he shoots the book he was advertising earlier. Give me the keys. And he does. And he's still got this smile. He doesn't seem
Yeah,
totally
bless
offended
your
by
heart.
it. It's like, I know. It's like, damn, I like this girl. It's only in the short scenes, but man, he makes an impression. The school will be by Ocean Going Tanker. So the chief came along to supervise. Yeah, so send a supervisor to make sure everything's all hunky dory, and you keep the gas as a bonus. And yeah, the Bunsen burner gives James Bond an opportunity to try and get out of a sticky situation. And yeah, he uses it to fuck up the whole operation, but he fails and he gets caught again. But it's looking like everything's fucking up now. The deal is all kaput, and the Orientals are going to be pissed off. And Francis really is losing his cool now. Is like, just get everything out. Fuck the deal. Fuck everything. We've got millions of dollars in the case. We've got shitloads of cocaine in the tankers. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Michael J. Fox is like, no.
Yeah, no, it's like, but we made a deal with the Orientals. We got their money. It's like, yeah, that's going to come back onto him. And it's like, just fucking go look for Hella, you dick. Yeah, Hella haven't fucked off yet. Yeah. Yeah, because obviously it's gonna look bad for the Orientals, and Hella's obviously jumping ship now because he's almost fucked Sanchez, and it's not looking good for him. He's trying to get out of there as much as he can. Maybe he might be going back to the CIA to make the deal again. Who knows? Yeah, obviously Bond won't talk. He won't give away who he is. So Sanchez is like, fuck it, kill him. And yeah, Moneybags here is getting chased by the fucking Orientals. I love it. It's pretty fucking funny. It's like, where's our fucking money, you fucking scam? Yeah,
So
it's very
good.
funny. Obviously, she's got the robe because she's trying to keep cover and blend in with all the other workers that in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is pretty intense scene. Bond really does seem genuinely scared for his life. He's trying to talk his way out of it as well, regain whatever trust he might have lost, maybe save himself, maybe gain some more time to get the upper hand.
Yeah, it looked like he was. He was kind of at his wit's end on that one.
Yeah, but he's desperately trying to keep himself alive long enough
Mm-hmm.
to see if he can find a way out. But he even says about Hella and the deal with the Stingers. So now, so he knows that Hella's about to fucking run tail on him. It's about to fucking leg it and backstab him. And leaves Bond to fucking die. But thankfully, Bond manages to find a way to use his ropes to grab something that's going to stop him from falling into the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, Benicio del Toro's there, and he's like, nah, I'm going to let this guy fucking get charred up. And yet, back to Benicio del Toro being a fucking wild card on coke. He was so fucking crazy that when he cut the ropes in this scene, he accidentally cut Timothy Dalton's hand.
Oh, really?
Out. Yeah, he nearly did. I think there's a close-up shot where, right here, he nearly cuts Dalton's hand here.
Dang. Hey,
but he was like
committed to the role, you know?
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm going to make it look real, man.
Yeah, and I love this bit where she comes in this white robe. She's got this yellow, this sign behind her that looks like a sun. Almost looks heavenly, and is like, what the fuck are you? You're dead. And he's laughing it off like he can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's not fucking about. She tries to kill him, fucks up, because I can see her missing with that 22. Is it a 22? No, it's not a 22, but it's definitely a low velocity pistol.
Oh, the one she's
Yeah, and it looks like it's jammed as well. It's probably jammed, I'm guessing, because it seems like the type of gun that would do that.
Probably one that she just grabbed, from one of the henchmen. Just a basic gun.
Yeah, she could have done. But now Bond fucking finds the opportunity. He grabs fucking Benicio del Toro, sends him right into the fucking ground. It's like, another gruesome death. That is fucking gruesome as well. I saw blood splat on the camera, everything.
Yeah, I mean that, and it's kind of wild because it reminds me of which one is it? Goldfinger. What's his name? Goldfinger gets pulled out of the plane window.
Yeah, he gets sucked through, didn't he, because of the pressure,
air pressure. And then you had freaking
I think on the Majesty's Secret Service had a guy fall into like a snowplow and he got like grounded up in the gears and
dang, see, I don't even remember.
Sprayed out.
I don't remember on Her Majesty's. Didn't someone else die like a crazy like wild death like that? I can't remember. I feel like I can't remember now, but yeah. But that was pretty brutal. That was definitely one of the most like iconic, and him being like the character that he was. It's like, oh, there's your comeuppance.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's screaming for Sanchez as well. Like he knows he's like he's like he desperately wants to survive, but no, and he's like screaming for Sanchez like a guy would scream for his mum to come make everything be all right in such an intense situation. But yeah, he's gone now. He's fucking mincemeat. He's gone, dead, done. It's just like, I like his. He doesn't have a one-liner here either. It's like, just switch the bloody machine off.
Yeah, she's just there, like, are you okay? It's like, what the?
Yeah, I think that might be Dalton's funniest line though, because it's not even a one-liner. It's just a pretty dark situation that somehow adds levity.
Yeah.
And obviously Hella's trying to say, hey, I'm just making sure everything's hunky-dory. I totally was not going to backstab you whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives this look like, it's a good idea. Take him to my car. And he has that look and he's like, yeah, kill the fucker. Yeah, that's the look. That's the look you give when you want someone killed.
Fucking kill him.
Yeah, the place is going up. Everyone's fucking running out. They're like, fuck this shit. Let's get out of here. Hella's being impaled onto a fucking forklift.
Super random. I was like, wow, what? It's like, when you go to Universal Studios or something and it's like there's like a little pop-up of a ride and it just kind of pops out. It's like, oh, look at that. Like, where'd he come from?
I don't know.
How did they even put him on there?
End. Yeah, evil Michael J. Fox is trying to make a run for it, but yeah, Sanchez just fucking catches him and he's kind of got this little face like...
He's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Is Sanchez going to let him off the hook here or is he going to kill him later? We don't know.
Yeah, it's like, don't whip me, bro. Please don't whip me.
Yeah, I told I wasn't going to run away from you. I'm cool. We can still be friends. Yeah, they found whatever vehicle they can. Get the fuck out of there. All the henchmen are running.
Oh yeah,
she gets the money back off him. I love that.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, she gets another fuck you into him. I love it.
Yeah, that was great. That was fucking great. Bless your heart.
Yeah,
and he just stopped running. I love that he stops running. He's just like, oh man.
I know. Yeah, he gets a nice little fucking touch there, doesn't he, on the old ass.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the takeoff from the plane. Obviously, Bond's gonna do some fucking crazy shit. Get off the plane.
Right? What's up with all these plane jumps? Love it.
Yeah, jumps off onto the plane, and I think I can't remember if it's a stuntman now, but I know he was doing a lot of these stunts himself, being on top of the tanker trucks.
Nice.
Yeah, and I like how Robert Davi's not ordering his henchmen to kill him. He's like trying to take care of business himself. I love it. And he's shooting everywhere. It's like, yeah, you gotta be careful, mate. You need those fucking tankers, don't you? But at this point, he doesn't really fucking care anymore.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to serve. Like he's just trying to get away from, I mean, he would obviously probably want to keep one tanker, but he probably has money stored away or something, to fall back on.
Yeah, like he can still probably, whatever's fucked up, he can still try and clean shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gets the, James Bond knocks this other trucker out and he kind of looks like a fucking homeless guy who's just jumping on to wash your windows. And it's like, no windows, no washing my windows. Fuck off. I ain't paying you money.
Don't they turn the windshield wipers on to hit him?
Yeah.
Fucked up. It's so fucked up.
Fuck that. Just pull the bastard off.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah. Hey, henchman, Bond is on our tail. We need you to dispatch him. And then you get evil Cheech Marine. He looks like Cheech Marine.
I was going to say evil Mario.
Yeah, I'm evil Mario. Evil Mario Cheech Marine, yeah.
Cheech Mario.
Yeah, Bond's obviously in the tanker. And it's a fucking awesome chase, this.
Yeah,
it's very well.
Because there's no Bond car scene. So yeah, that chasing with tankers. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's pretty cool.
I know, and it does lead to some good little moments where it leads to one by one, Bond is fucking up Sanchez's business and operations, and chances of his rebuilding his empire even more.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Obviously, he stops. He doesn't want to run over the civilians. Yeah. And these henchmen are pretty memorable as well, even though they don't have many lines. But they all look like they've got character to them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have, like you said, it's like that family, like you were saying. It's like, it's not like just henchmen. It's like all of them have, you know, they've been with it. It's almost like they've been with this guy forever, you know. So they don't feel like just stand-ins. They're like part of this guy's, you know, whole operation.
Yeah. And obviously they're ahead of Bond as well, so they're getting ready. They're waiting for him to appear so they can try and kill him. And yeah, he fucks this fucking truck up real bad. And I love Evil Mario. He's like, he's just stood there, and then at least these guys shooting that fucking.
Come on now, yeah.
Yeah, that would never happen. Come on, I think that truck would fucking tip over.
Dude, that truck would have totally tipped over.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
it's like, oh shit!
If it didn't have the tanker attached to it, maybe it could do that. But because it has the tanker, it's like, bruh, come on.
Yeah,
but
for
it's
this
so
way, it
good.
does
It's like
start
a
to
classic scene.
Yeah, this does almost start to veer into Roger Moore territory a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, very Roger Moore. That is.
Yeah, he fucking crushes that. I love it.
Oh man, it's too much.
But now the tires are fucked up on the back, so he has to.
They're just like, we were not expecting us to lose our own ride. God damn.
Yeah, and he has to unhook that now, but the villains are shooting at him, and thankfully she comes over and helps him out by chucking fucking sand on him. It gives him a bit of breathing space as well to do what he needs to do. He unhooks the back, he unhooks the tank, and just at the right time, it crashes into the other fucking tanker, and it's like, damn,
classic Bond. Look at him just having great timing like that.
It's just one thing, and I love evil Michael J. Fox's face. He really wants this deal to go well. He really wants this to go well. He wants no fuck-ups, and Bond is just messing everything up, and I love it. And even Sanchez is like, all right, fuck this clown.
Yeah, time to start
guns him down.
Damn. Love it.
Yeah, he's still got the money. He can still probably rebuild or start from scratch again. But yeah, they're not fucking letting up now. I like the other guys just helping the other guy out. That's kind of touching. Now Sanchez are in there. His henchmen are in the fucking lorry, and yeah. Bond has to try and get through the message caused as well, and yeah, that is bullshit. That's bullshit. I mean, I know they did it for real, but they had to fit some special hydraulics. But
can you imagine if that could happen though?
Yeah, and obviously it doesn't work out well for them because the tires start.
That would be so outrageous. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but it's really fucking intense though. It is fun. It's a very fun action scene, and at the same time, Bond, there is still real danger here, and you still feel that Bond is in over his head.
But like I said, Dalton just really fits this aesthetic of Bond. Like I couldn't picture
exactly
Roger Moore being in this and Sean Connery, like maybe, but I could see Pierce Brosnan for sure being in this movie. But like this is really like made for Dalton. Like he is perfect in these movies.
Yeah, and I like how he unloads the gasoline as well, and they're shooting at it, and
oh yeah, the truck barely misses the plane. Like gosh,
I know that was close. That, but it helps her keep her sights on him as well a bit more. But yeah, Sanchez fucking shoots one of the Stinger missiles. It hits the plane. Thankfully, it doesn't blow it up, but it's definitely damaged, and she has to land quickly.
And I like how she lands kind of like okay.
Yeah. And obviously the truck has stopped, and Sanchez is like, I'm going to deal with this fucking prick myself now. He's like, again, he gets the machete, cuts the fucking brake lines, which causes more problems. But I like how it becomes a little bit mano a mano as well.
Yeah, and I like that he has the machete. I feel like it's even more brutal to his character. You know, like he's just like, I'm gonna chop this fool up.
Yep, and she's found in. Oh, sorry, I just need to move up a little bit. Get a bit comfortable. Let's move a few things while I continue. And yeah, she finds the truck that James Bond has dumped. And she thinks, oh, this will be very useful now. Thank God for that. Because now I can go and try and help James now. Because the plane is fucking useless. So yeah, it's a good little moment where it leaves her unable to help him, but still try and find a way to be useful later. I just need to move the laptop a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps that she's resourceful enough to where she's like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and get in this truck and continue on, like not just wait or like show up at the end walking or something like.
Yeah. So now, so I'm just moving the laptop a little bit though, because the wife wants to go to bed and it's getting a little late now. Fucking hell.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be all right now.
All right. But yeah, even there in that still, she looks like just a great femme fatale, like just a cool like female character.
Yeah, she does. Oh, sorry, it's moving around a little bit. Wait a second. Yeah, it's the thing about having a flat, there's no really proper room to do all this stuff, so I got to kind of do it whenever I can. Living room, bedroom, everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm in my room. I usually am in my room or my patio, because the patio is the most soundproof. But when my parents are watching TV, I have to like sometimes wait because they'd be blasting the TV. You can kind of hear it, so I'm like, I'll wait till they're done.
Yeah, all sorted now. All relaxed.
All right.
Yeah.
But plus we're getting to the nitty gritty, so.
Yeah, no, we're nearly done anyway. So
yeah.
Once again, Francis trying to take on this guy himself on top of the tanker, and yeah, the brakes aren't working, so fucking white fat henchman fucking bails out. And then he ended up crashing, and yeah, it's looking like Francis is dead there.
Hey, but that crash was like legit. Like when you see it, if you freeze frame it, they like fly. Like it's even if it's doubles or like you see him in the very back of the truck there.
Yeah,
like you see him like fly out. So even if those were stunt doubles, like whoever did that stunt, unless it was like a body, like a fake body, or whatever, like it looks like it hurt. Like they really committed to that scene, and like it's showing them all bruised and bloodied like that. It's perfect because it's like, yeah, you wouldn't just get up after that. Like,
I know. I'd be very surprised if it was real people and not dummies, because that even the most trained stuntmen, that could be very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but that's what these stuntmen do. Though they take these high risks, and you kind of admire them for it. That's why all these action scenes in these older films are much more thrilling, because they are behind the green screen. You actually do see that there's real danger there.
I mean, I'm very adamant about, or I agree with the sentiment of having stuntmen win awards. Like after the John Wick series, all those stuntmen, all those stunt teams, they should definitely be recognized, because if it wasn't for them, what movie would you have? It'd be, like you said, it would be a green screen, or it'd be very, very it wouldn't look natural. It wouldn't look real, believable. I mean, some stunts, like Tom Cruise, like he should just get an award for doing his own stunts. Like that's not an award, but he should get an award for that. Somehow be recognized for that.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. He's a crazy bastard. He's in his 60s, but he's still doing it.
Right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and then people that are like that, that's all they do is throw themselves from cars, buildings, whatever, set themselves on fire. It's like, you got to recognize those people. You got to give them some type of recognition or anything, just to show appreciation, to show that, like, hey, thank you for putting your body, your mind, through this. Like, it's not an easy job for sure.
No, it's not. Obviously, Franz is still alive, and Bond
Yeah,
is all
like, see
battered
this
and
scene.
bruised. He's injured.
That still is so menacing. Like, he could have just chopped his head off right there. He could have literally just decapitated him.
I know, because he feels a little heartbroken. Like, you can see he's like Bond. He's wondering, why have you done this to me? You could have had everything. I could have given you everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Bond's like, don't you want to know why? And yeah, it does stop Sanchez in his tracks, because he does want to know why. And then you get that payoff to that
lighter
earlier.
Felix Leiter's lighter.
And obviously, is that actually a shot from the earlier scene and not a new shot? Because I see the leather case where it came from as well.
Well, also the fingers look a lot cleaner.
Yeah. You know what? They recycled the fucking shot.
Because his hands are all dirty and shit.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
You couldn't just fucking zoom in on his hand?
I know, it's just, I think it was when it's on the video and they thought people wouldn't notice, but since DVDs went into the full widescreen aspect, then it exposes it more. They could have done reshots, so like just do one little shot of the hand all battered and bloody holding the lighter, and that's
with the lighter in the center,
I don't know. Did they run out of film? Money for film? I don't know. But yeah, and he lights him on fire, and it's like a good fuck you as well. The lighter that Felix gave him is used to kill the guy that hurt Felix. I love that. And
to be fair, I mean, burning alive sucks.
Oh no, fucking hell, man! That is a brutal death, but it's like a fuck you as well. He's covered in his own gasoline that would have made him more money.
Yeah,
it's like a big fuck you.
Oh, and
it blows up as well, which is like a second fuck you.
Hey, it's wild. I just thought, since the gasoline has the cocaine in him, what if when the gas is like burning him, that cocaine is also getting into his skin, like into his body, as he's burning up. So he's getting that weird euphoric, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting like drugged out, man, as he's burning to death. Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
I actually saw footage of a football stadium that caught fire, and it was real bad. The fire spread really fast, and one guy was just walking. He was covered in flames, but he was just walking like he was in a trance. He wasn't screaming in pain or anything. He was just walking, and then he fell forward on the floor.
That
was crazy. It's like there was some shocker, maybe. Yeah, we're still streaming. Fucking hell, we've gone over 3 hours now. Jesus.
Hey, we're doing good. We're almost done. It's been great.
We're nearly done now. We're nearly done. You can get back to your life and whatever.
It's been awesome talking about this with you. Like, no joke.
Yeah, no, but I think sometimes they just go in shock where they don't feel it till like later on.
Oh, and that right there, that is Bond right there. That is James Bond.
Yeah, he's battered, he's bruised, he's won, but at the same time, he's fucking tired, and
he just looks awesome.
Yeah.
She comes up like, "Hey,
I know.
You need a ride?"
It's like, "Yes, sir." Yeah, you take care, CLS. Take care, man. Yeah, Gavin, shot still costs money, but I don't know. Could the actors have put a little bit of money in for that shot with the lighter? I don't know. I don't know. I can't really say. And yeah, Felix seems really fucking chipper for a guy who's woke up recently and found out his wife is being fucking
and he's got one leg.
Yeah. He's on morphine. He's on fucking morphine. Yeah, thank God I'm high as a kite. Otherwise, I'll be crying myself to sleep. Or we're just wearing off. Oh my God, Bella.
He's gonna go home and like forget, like, oh shit, oh God.
Yeah.
Call my wife, will you? I want to tell her I'm okay. Sir, your wife is actually no longer with us.
Yeah, oh fucking hell, yeah. I think it's because all right, we've already had this dark film. Let's not make it so fucking much of a misery fest. So yeah, maybe I don't know. It still
Star Trek.
looks fucking weird, but we've kind of gone through all this intense shit, so I kind of see why maybe they did want it to be a little bit more lighter. I don't know.
But yeah, see, his hair looks a lot better in the tux.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He should have had it that way, not that fucking weird Dracula haircut.
Yeah. Damn.
My favorite reused shots are from Star Trek 6 and Generations. From the climax of each movie, they use the same special effects of the Klingon ship. Yeah.
No way.
I've not seen Generations, but I can see that happening.
That's pretty
I've
funny.
seen Star Trek 6.
It's Star Trek, though. You know, it's the same toy model.
Yeah. Then again, they recycled a lot of actors, didn't they, in different parts of that show? They had David Warner on a handful of times.
I don't think I've seen Generations. Is that the Patrick Stewart one, or is that's the other guy?
It's both Shatner and Stewart.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought that was the goatee guy. Or is that Next Generation?
I don't know now. I think I've only seen First Contact as a Next Generation movies. I've not seen Insurrection. Maybe a little bit of Nemesis, but it's been a while though.
Oh yeah, I definitely haven't seen. Yeah, no. I mean, if I have, it's been a while. Like I love Star Trek as much as the next, but definitely, I've been watching Doctor Who, honestly.
Yeah, I watched them around about Christmas, the David Tennant ones. I did try and get through the Matt Smith ones, but then I stopped, and I don't know. I might try again later this year.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
nice. No, I'm on the second Doctor, Troughton.
Yeah, well, yeah. What? Sorry, Second Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, Troughton. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that guy right now. He's honestly,
the old school ones. Yeah,
I think he's like my favorite Doctor. Like in thought, like I love Baker, and I actually really like the sixth Doctor, the blonde Doctor, the fifth Doctor. I'm sorry, the fifth Doctor. But I think the second is like one of my favorite.
Yeah. I think I like Patrick Troughton. I've seen Tomb of the Cybermen. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, he's just so he reminds me of Mo from the Three Stooges.
Yeah, but Lots episodes are lost now. They've actually been doing animated ones of.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's freaking weird. It's cool, but it's weird.
Yeah, well, it's better than now though. At least they aren't totally lost. But I hope they haven't been like fucked up for. They haven't like rewritten to appeal to modern audiences or some shit.
Right?
Like
I mean, don't hold your breath, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Troughton. He was kind of a dowdy old man, Doctor, and he was kind of funny in the role. That's why I liked him.
Yeah.
I need to watch more of old Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's this. I've been watching it, and it's just it really warms the spirit.
I know it's there's still a lot of charm to those old episodes, even though I've only seen like a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
they're on Tubi right now. All the old Doctors are on Tubi for free.
Yeah, I have to watch it. I have to check it out.
Yeah,
and it's looking like M's back with them, and he's going to get his rocks on with Talisa Soto.
Yeah, I love that she gets with the president. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's a bit of a hussy, isn't she? Really,
super random. It's just like, all right, girl. I mean, you go where the money is, right? I mean,
yeah, she's gorgeous, though. I mean, wow. I've seen her lately. She still looks pretty good. I'm like, fuck me.
Damn. And Bouvier gets all jealous again. She's like, oh, damn it.
I know.
Yeah, she even looks like she's like, yeah, you be jealous, girl.
Yeah, she looks like she's gonna burst into song in some power ballad there.
Yeah,
the way she walks up to the cameras and the dress is
she's
flowing.
Like, got a license to kill.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome, actually, if that was the music video. If it was her singing this song by the pool, if that was a music video, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Gladys Knight comes out of the water.
Oh man, that would have been so fucking weird. That big trippy shit. Yeah, no, she's gonna get with president, and Bond's like, yeah, I'll go for the one that's actually been fucking helping me out more and more.
He jumps in. I love that he jumps over the ledge into the water. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, Talisa sort of did kind of help him a little bit. She kind of helped him, give him some information that he could have used against Sanchez as well. So I don't know, I can't be too hard on her, even though she probably is basically been doing it more for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but obviously, it's James Bond film. He gets the girl. He's bagged his bad man. It ends. And Q looked over saying, yeah. Q doing his little fucking head shake like, 007. What's that? Yeah, like.
Did you get the fish? The little winking fish?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. Did I? Did I? No, looks like I haven't. Fuck.
The winking fish was funny. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
man. That was a weird one. It just winks up right at you, and it's creepy. That
it's like,
locked
you
my
know what
dreams
they're
for a long
doing. I
time.
was like, I guess.
I thought I got it, but no, looks like I haven't. But yeah, that's License to Kill, and very sadly flops, and it's such a shame because it's one of my favorite Bond films.
Yeah, and like I said, they said that the Living Daylights did better, so it makes me wonder why, like, because the Living Daylights wasn't that funny. It was definitely serious, and it's like if people liked that one, why wouldn't you like this movie? Like, you know, it doesn't really. I don't understand like how. I'm curious where the male audience was when they saw this. Like, if they thought like, oh, like, you know, why, like, he's too hard, like, you know what, like, why is that a bad thing? You know.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
really
it's because
see
they had so many years of Roger Moore. There was like it was like because this one really goes dark compared to
Mhm.
Living Daylights, and yeah, that was a serious one.
Mm-hmm.
But I still thought like there were still elements of that it was because it's obviously tailored to Roger Moore if he continued on as James Bond, but thankfully decided no, I'm way too old for it now. You got get someone else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even Roger Moore wanted to quit after Octopussy, I think, but because
Yeah,
he
and
felt like
he's
he was
really old. He looked old in Octopussy. I mean, A View
he was
to a
doing
Kill,
that.
he's pretty old, but it's like he looked old. Like, you know, like he
Yeah, he
didn't.
looks like he's had some fucking surgery in A View to a Kill as well. That's why his face looks a little bit more weirder.
Oh, like puffy, kind of like. Oh,
Yeah, if you kind of look at his eyes look like they're shocked up about something.
mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can't
wild.
know what I can really say about this film. It definitely took risks.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
went
mean,
to
it's good. It's like, I guess it's kind of cliched, you know, of like, oh, like I said, like he renounces his title and then still goes and, you know, gets the job done in a sense. But I guess it's kind of cool that I guess he doesn't get recognized for it, right? Like he's not like MI6 isn't like, good job, 007. It's more of like he just needed to get it done because he was already this far in. Like there's not a scene where he goes back to the service, you know?
yeah, because I think he still wants to do the right thing as well, despite the fact he's this violent killer. But like I said, he's an assassin, but he does have a moral code, and he will disobey orders if he feels like something's up and something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what.
And see, that's what I feel like Bond would miss nowadays. If they made a new Bond, he would probably, you know, he would either be like, they would probably remake this movie nowadays. Like I could see them doing License to Kill today and having Bond be like, oh, like, you know, I don't want to, like, I'm going to, you know, diss my title and like MI6 is bad and like, you know, turning on MI6 in a sense. And it's like, well, we don't really want him to turn on his agency. He's just not following what they want him to do, and he's gonna kind of go behind their back, but he's not like attacking them, you know.
Yeah, like he's a blunt instrument, but he still thinks for himself.
Yeah, it's like is it The World Is Not Enough in the beginning with the boat, that whole crazy boat chase, and he breaks the boat out of MI6 and everything, and like when he steals it, yeah, like it's like that. Like he's obviously not like he's not trying to destroy the building. He's just doing his job, and it just so happens that you know, explosions happen.
Yeah, and it's such a shame that Timothy Dalton didn't do more because he is very good in the role, but they had financial troubles, everything, and it had such a long time of the next project being delayed, and it was going to be called Property of a Lady.
Property of a Lady, yeah. And I think it would have been cool. They said it would have had more comedy a bit, you know, it would have been more-esque probably. But I mean, you know, I think it would have been really, if they would have been able to do it like a year after, 2 years after this, I mean, and he still looked his, you know, he had his look and that grittiness, I think it really could have worked. And then having him make it funny, or maybe putting a little bit of humor, then they could have went back and forth. You know, if they did another one, then they could have went back to being serious. They do another one, go back to being a bit more funny, campy, you know, and then by the time he would have been done, he could have been the one James Bond that played a serious Bond and had like that comedic charm, you know, because Sean Connery was definitely more serious. Roger Moore was more playful. To put them both together like that and give him more than 2 movies, you know, he really could have been a standout Bond. Easy.
I know it's a shame, but in a way, you know, sometimes these things have happened, and we still got 2 really good Bond films with him, and can't really ask for more than that sometimes. Because we've
Like
seen
I
some
said,
Bonds that
they
start
had
off
my
really
favorite.
good, and
They
yeah,
had my favorite car. I mean, I love The Living Daylights will always be my favorite because of the theme song and that Aston Martin. If I hit the lotto tomorrow, I'm buying that Aston Martin V8. I mean, a DB4 would be sexy, but like that V8 is just it's just awesome. I love that car.
yeah, that's
I think I
brilliant.
actually had a little,
I would,
I had a Hot
yeah.
Wheel of it.
Yeah, go enjoy your money a little bit, don't you? I mean, I'm all for people being smart with the money and trying to
Mm-hmm.
grow it, but you gotta have a bit of fucking fun. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I say. Like if I had like money, yeah, I would definitely like that would be like my car. If I was wealthy, let's put it that way. If I acquired wealth, that would be something I would purchase, and I would just drive that car forever. Never buy another car in my life. I would just always drive that car.
And well, it's getting late now, and yeah, we've gone through a really good film. It's definitely one of my favorite Bond films, and I know there's
Hells
a lot of
yeah.
like detractors who kind of thought it was too dark, too violent, but sometimes you need a little bit of darkness. You need a little bit of a challenge to make the story more engaging.
Yeah, and like we
And
said,
once,
you know, the movies that came before it. I mean, you know, Octopussy, A View to a Kill, Moonraker. It's like, I mean, it's pretty outlandish. Let's get it back to earth. Let's ground it back into reality.
exactly, yeah, just have a nice little balance. Have the adventure, but also have that gritty realness to make us.
Realism.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, man.
yeah.
Well, hey, thank you so much for having
Thank
me
you,
on.
Gavin, man. Yeah, I was
This is
hoping you'd
freaking
like
awesome.
it. I know I stammered a bit like a fucking idiot, but
Hey, I mean, hopefully I can be heard.
yeah, but yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Ghost and the Craig. You were fucking great to hang out with.
Pleasure, man. Cheers.
Yeah, and I hope to stream with you again. I'll try and find something for you sometime later in the year if I can.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll pick something else out, or shit, we'll even do another Bond film. We'll choose a different Bond.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and you take care, man. All right. So
All right, man.
thank you, everyone.
Cheers,
and,
everybody.
Good night. And I hope you enjoyed the rest. Hope you can enjoy the rest of your weekend if there's still any left.
I know, right? It's raining over here, so I'm about to
Yeah.
go and like watch it.
Okay.
Cheers,
Good night,
man.
everyone.